guys want to go longer, we can. I'm up for it. So whatever you guys want to do.
All right, we'll see how it goes. You know, I mean, I still
Okay, cool.
I have things to do, but like we'll see.
Oh yeah.
You know, we'll see what we can do. All right. Okay, we are.
We're just missing Franklin in the game, though.
Yeah, hop on a Roll20 whenever you get a chance, Frank. Well, we're missing 2 people actually.
Last I remember, those Frank and Negator were going out, guiding the goblins outside.
Yeah.
So now it's just Franklin and Negator fell asleep somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. So what I'll do is, I'm gonna give a quick recap. You know, just so you know, just catch everybody up and explain what's going on. But pretty much, you know, Negator, since he's like really beat up, he's just gonna be like, hey, I'm just gonna rest here for a little bit. You know, and you know, whatever. So okay, so last episode or last session, everyone continued further into this little cave system, and after a long and grueling battle, you all cleared it out and took out the boss. There were 2 goblins left at the very end, and Torlos had spoken with them. Oops, why is that guy there? Hold on. Okay. Oops. I keep forgetting I gotta switch you guys to the right.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. Okay. Yeah, there were 2 goblins left, and Torlos had, you know, spoken with them and offered their release in exchange for the name of the boss's boss. I guess let's see. Let's get the halfling on the board so you can see what's going on. Lefty, where are you?
I have a completely black screen.
Yeah, I gotta put you on the board.
Yeah, probably somewhere far away.
Gotcha.
Where are you?
You just woke up.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you'll be sleeping over here in the bushes. You know, when everybody went in, you know, you're like, hey, I'm gonna make sure you know, it's safe out here, and then you fell asleep in a bush. Are you on the map? I don't see you.
No, I'm not. It's completely black still.
Okay, let's get you on there.
Scroll down.
No, nothing.
That's weird. I'm looking at your character sheet and there's no picture. Oh, let's see. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
He's just gone for 1 week and his character is gone.
Did you kill me and I'm a fucking ghost now?
No, you're not a ghost. Alright, I'm just gonna reboot Roll20 real quick. Give me 1 second, please.
There's not many ghosts in D&D, but you might be a...
Oh, sweet.
Oh, no, there are a lot of ghosts.
Hey, guys.
Unfortunately, we don't have a necromancer.
Raise dead?
Does the necromancer have sex with the zombie, or do they just...
I mean, it would depend on the necromancer.
Yeah.
That's
might also depend on the zombie.
I don't swing that way.
Yeah.
I only like other zombies.
Alright, so we're back on. Lefty. Yeah, your picture, for some reason.
Also, I think it's funny that we lost Negator for a week, and we had no Lefty last week, so we're still at the same party balance. It's like interchangeable.
Well, no, yeah, right.
All right.
Except I'm better looking without the ear.
All right, Scott. When you open up your journal and look at your character sheet, is your picture there on your character? Like the halfling with the blue ring?
Bio and info. The guy with the dice. Yeah.
Okay. Can
character
you drag?
sheet.
Yeah. I tell you what. Let me just make it so that everybody can see the map. All right. Can you see the map now?
Now what?
Are you seeing something? That's I think what he means.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe you're on a different map or something still?
No, everybody should be here. That's weird. Oh, come on. It's funny. I jump on here early to make sure everything's running smooth, and everything was running smooth, and now it's like.
It is running smooth. I agree.
Maybe let me try to reboot. Maybe it's me.
All right, please do, just in case.
Your token is not on the map.
Yeah, but did you? I can't even drag his token from the library.
Ah.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. Yeah. Well, I don't know where I am, but I see the whole map.
But you can see the map. Okay, cool.
I guess you can drag your token on the map now, I guess, maybe?
Let's see.
See if you can do that. Can you see everybody else, like the whole group?
Yeah, I can see everything but me.
Okay. Let's see,
Am I that good at stealth?
You went off the map. You're below it
yeah,
now.
that's weird. I can't even drag you onto the board. All right, your picture.
I see.
Let's try and fix this real quick. Okay, let's go to edit. Do you have your picture handy?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna remove what's there. Go into your character sheet whenever you get a chance and try and upload your new picture, or upload the picture again.
Edit. Changes. Okay.
All right.
Hey, there I am.
Nice. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you. All right. So we're just going to have to set up everything, but that's fine because we're going to have to do a bunch of stuff soon anyway. Okay. So these goblins, Torlos walks them over to the front of the cave. All right. And they start, they're walking off 80 feet, 100 feet away. Can you guys hear us still?
What?
Can you guys hear us still? They're these two goblins, they're like kind of hiding in bushes and they're screaming back to the group, to make sure that you can all hear them. And they scream out a name. King Grawl, chief of the Cragmore tribe. And then they just run. They just book it. Disappearing off into the bushes unless anybody wants to try and follow them.
What was the name?
King Grawl. King Grawl. Grol. Chief of the Cragmore tribe. Cragmaw.
I'm assuming that's like G-A...
Grawl. Grol.
Ah.
Yeah. And that's it. And then they run off. So what are you all doing?
I'll look around We're under orders of a King Grawl, chief of... I think we should go back to now and let everyone know.
I'm only getting bits and pieces of what he's saying.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
How does everybody feel about trying Roll20 for voice?
I guess it's
Yep.
fine.
Who's
I know how to activate the mic. I've done it before.
I haven't, but I will.
All right. Let's just give it a shot. If it doesn't work, we'll jump back on Discord because I know. We just have a lot of issues with Discord, so let's give it a shot.
Yes.
When you go over to Roll20, if you go to the settings, I think people already left. There's gonna
Can you hear
be. Yes, I can hear you. There's
Can you
gonna
hear
be.
me? Let's
See. So voice only. When you go into the settings, as you scroll down, there's a thing that says I want to broadcast to others. Select voice only for
Can anyone hear me?
receiving and broadcasting. Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
All right.
All right.
Hello?
Hello.
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 There you go. All right. Waiting on Pebs and Frank. Lucy and Frank. I'm sorry.
Reload this one. Reload this one.
Okay.
Ooh, there was a bug baby you guys killed. Nice.
Alright, I muted this version Roll20, that's why I'm not hearing anything on the other side.
All right.
There we go, now I can actually hear people.
Yeah. When you go to switch your setting, just hit.
So I'm allowed
reconnect
soft in here?
or reboot. What was that? I'm sorry.
Did it go on?
We can hear you.
All right, no worries. Frank, any luck yet?
We can hear you in the background
through
of
Eric.
someone else's feed.
They hear you from behind me.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can hear everybody.
Yeah, right. There you go. Perfect.
I tried to like
Maybe
exit
I
and
like
come back
chicken.
in instead of just hit reconnect and
Yeah.
update setting. All right, so probably much clearer now.
Yes.
I'll look at everybody and say their leader is a King Grawl, chief of the Kragmaw tribe, not too far away, it sounds like. I think we should head back to Phandalin and let everyone know that we've got some more goblins to kill.
Sildar.
Oh! Sorry. I was pretending to be Lefty waking up.
All right. Sildar,
Right.
you know, with the human, you know, so everybody can see that. The human that was rescued here. Just so, you know, to catch you up, Scott. This guy on screen right here, he was the human who was traveling. All right, Pebs, we got you now. He was the human who was traveling as Gundren Rockseeker's guard on his way to Fendelver. The group rescued him in the area where it says number 6 on the left, and and then he kind of helped, over here at the end. It was a grueling battle. It was a really, really grueling battle, but the group did well and they held out. So he's kind of like tired. He's like in his late 40s or whatever, and he's like, I think going to Fendelver is a good idea. We should probably get some rest first, though.
XP.
Yeah, I can go for a long rest as well. All this story about King Gruul and stuff, it's all like gone past me because I've been like stably sleeping here on the floor.
Well, Lefty's been asleep for a week, so I want to search everything I can in this place.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks like there's some boxes.
There's a bunch of dead goblins lying around. All right, let's Sildar will come over here, to where the fire is, kind of going, and those dogs are still, or those wolves or whatever, are still kind of barking, and you can hear the chains clanging from through this little opening right here, and that's where the smoke from the fire is actually going out. It's kind of like a little makeshift chimney, and all right, so in this room over here, there's a bunch of crates and barrels and just miscellaneous supplies scattered all about. So there's this would probably be a good place to rest.
I turned undead and I'm exploring the entire place.
What do I have?
Alright, so let's just get everybody in here. Alright, okay, let's assume everybody just searches, collectively searches and stuff. All the bodies, throughout the entire place, the bugbear, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm gonna tell you what you guys all find, and then I'm gonna also type it in chat so it's a little bit easier. All right, so scattered throughout this, these crates and whatnot, collectively everyone finds 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, 2 glass vials with a clear liquid in it, a jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes.
Reload.
Hello? What? You heard me?
Yeah, she wasn't able to talk yet.
Oh,
We
okay.
fixed it now.
Oh,
She can
okay,
hear us,
cool.
but she wasn't able to talk.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Loud and clear. Do
Oh
you
God,
copy?
no push to talk. I gotta be careful.
Yeah. This would be great.
No, not really.
You can mute yourself. If you hover over your icon on the bottom, there's a volume thing.
Oh, I see.
You can mute yourself there.
Yeah, cool. But my mouth runs faster than my
Oh.
trigger finger. So.
All right. Okay, so 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, the 2 vials with the liquid, 2 vials with clear liquid, and a frog statuette. Oops, why am I not typing? Okay. Okay, so that's that. So 2 vials. There's also a bunch of, there's short swords. There's a couple of like very simple like leather and wooden shields. There's a suit of hide armor that can be taken off of the bugbear. He also has a great club if anybody wants to use that. There's short swords, there's short bows, there's arrows. So just tell me, if anybody's interested in any of that other miscellaneous equipment that I'm not typing up here.
I'd like to stock up on any arrows or cross bolts because I have both.
Okay.
Are there
cool.
any javelins around?
Yeah, actually, the bugbear had a few javelins, so you can find. Roll a d6 for me, and then Lefty roll 2d20.
Right.
Just a quick reminder on the left side where all your tools are. There's a die.
Ooh!
Okay. All right, Lefty, you can collectively find 36 arrows and bolts. Combination of, and then Fen, you can only find 1 javelin. That's
fine.
That's
I
good
replaced
enough
the one
to
I
use.
threw.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I try and identify what's in the vials?
How are you going about doing that?
Look at it, smell it, see if there's any writing on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no labeling or anything, but as you take these vials up and you kind of, you hold them up and you kind of agitate them a little bit and you stir it, the liquid turns like a reddish. So you uncork it, you smell it. Let me get an Arcana check from you.
Nope.
Yeah, you're not positive what this is.
It's magic.
All right, now just so everybody knows, in D&D 5e, you can spend an hour and trying to identify something. And if it's like a common or uncommon item, you can usually figure out what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that with that
Okay.
stuff because I'm the only magic person here.
Okay. And anybody could do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be the most interested in it.
Okay. Sure.
I would think.
So how would you find the value of the frog statue?
There's like a jeweler's kit proficiency, or you can do maybe like an intelligence check at disadvantage. It'll depend on your character. Like if you
Okay.
have something worked out into your background where your character is familiar with art objects, jewelry, anything like that, it'll be easier to appraise it. But anybody can kind of take a guess at what it might be. Just let me know how you're going about trying to determine its value.
Okay.
So I'm going to be the strange one. Is it possible that I can drag the goblins and feed them to the wolves?
Yeah, you can certainly try. Definitely. You're the strongest halfling in the world, so.
That's right. So I want to feed the 3 goblins that I can. The one in the room with us, and then the 2 next to the bugbear, and feed them to the wolves.
Yeah, you can. You drag these bodies. You said the bugbear too.
No, just the other goblin that's in the room with us.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you can. You take your time and you drag these through, and you throw the wolves and these goblin corpses into the wolves, and they just tear them up. And they're fighting with each other over it, and yeah, they're enjoying their meal.
Excellent.
All right, so everybody's resting. Torlos, you eventually find out that these 2 vials are the liquid is the same, and they're potions of healing.
Awesome.
And those heal 2d4 plus 2 hit points, I believe, each. Let me check real quick. Let's see, potion of healing. Yeah, you can type it right into the compendium. It'll pop up.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna give one to Fenris because he takes the most hits being on the front line. He's kind of the healer, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Paladin.
Okay.
So I'm the front line and the healer.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Who was gonna look at the? Oh, Eric, it was you, right? Who was trying to figure out the value of the statuette?
Not per se. but I was wondering how you would go about like checking such things.
I mean, you could just hold it up and look at
And
it.
I'm currently unconscious, so
Let me get an intelligence check with disadvantage.
okay. Let's hope it doesn't fail as hard as the other one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not bad. You're thinking you could probably get about 30 to 40 gold pieces for this.
Okay. So that's GP, right?
Yes.
Okay. Still need to get a little bit used to the system in that sense.
Mhm.
From copper to silver, and there's something between silver and gold.
Some games have electrum in them. That would be what's in between. And then
Okay.
there's platinum, which is
Yeah.
more valuable than gold.
But also very rare, I think. Well, I assume anyway.
Just depends. Yeah. I mean, it's, usually things that are more valuable are less rare, but unless it's an American dollar bill, it's just paper. So, all right. So yeah, everybody, you start resting for the evening. Okay. So just to teach you how this works, if you take a short rest, what that enables you to do is that enables you to heal yourself using your hit dice. If everybody could open up their character sheet, and go to where it says hit dice. That's
Well, we used them last time, though.
What's up?
We used our hit dice last time.
Okay, all right. So yeah, some of you wind up using it. Okay, and then it winds up resetting certain abilities. Now, after a long rest, everybody goes to max hit points, but everybody's also going to level up right now. So we are all now level 2, and that happens when we all wake up in the morning. And the way you level up your character is if you go to your main sheet on the right-hand side where that little cogwheel is, above, it's kind of like towards the top on the right.
Yeah.
If you open that up and go down to the lower right corner, you're going to see two things there that look like two buttons that look like a hammer and a mace that are crossed. All right. Is anybody here interested in multi-classing, or is everybody going to stick with the class they currently have?
For now, I'm gonna stick with the class. Maybe after a few levels, I might dip into something else, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if everybody here is just going to level up in the same class, hit the second button that says launch level plus character master.
So I'm that. I'm on my main character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the little cogwheel on the top right?
Next to my background?
Just beneath
next to
that,
your
yes.
background?
Yeah,
Just
got that.
It says core bio spells, and then that little cogwheel. Click on that, and then go to the lower right corner. You're gonna see.
Bottom
Oh,
right.
gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna
Sorry.
see. Hit the second one that says launch level plus character mancer. Hit that button.
Alright.
That makes a bug for me, but or the little buttons. They just show hammer and wand.
Hammer and wand. Okay. Wand mace. I don't know what that is. It
Yeah.
looks like a star on a stick. So I don't know what that is. But yeah, just click that button, and then it'll walk you through what you need to do. It's gonna be really simple for, I think, everybody. I'll see. I don't think anybody here. Let's see. Paladin, you don't get your subclass until 3rd. Bards, I think not until 3rd. Rogues, not until 3rd. And
Then it becomes. I think I get spell casting on 2nd level. So I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
get
Some of you
spells.
are going to wind up getting some new spells. So just go ahead and click those. If you don't know what the spells do, just go into the compendium. Look them up, and then you
And
can
for the
select what's
HP.
needed. Yeah, and then now hit points. You could do it one of two ways. You could take average, and that's going to be 1 point above the halfway mark on your hit die. So if it's a D10, then you're going to get like 6 or 7. If it's a D8, you're going to get 5. Things like that. A D12 is 7 actually. Yeah, so D10 is 6, or you can roll it. And you just select that option in there. Now the only thing is that if you roll it and you get a 1, you got to stick with it. So it's part of the adventure. Some people get really lucky. Some people don't get lucky. But even if you roll 1 hit point, it's not the end of the world. It's still more than what you had previously.
But it will feel like the end of the world.
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
I'm gambling. You just hit
Yeah.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll as well, but
Here we go. There we
I
go.
got 3.
All right.
So I add 3 hit points to my. Oh, all right, so it says current hit points 15 now.
Yeah, it's gonna do it for you.
Oh, great.
But yeah, what you would do is you would add that 3 plus your Constitution modifier.
I took the average.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes it's you play it safe. Nothing wrong with that at all. So
I know
far,
they can't hear me.
Say again. Bubbles, what'd you say?
Oh, you can hear me.
Yeah.
You couldn't hear me, so just had to. It's fine. I rolled 2.
It's all right.
Just
Yeah, it's
Perfectly normal.
yeah, it's part of the game.
Mhm.
Okay, now let's go. Yeah, get familiar with the new abilities that your characters are gonna have. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through each of your sheets and kind of help explain these to you. So since I just saw Lefty, Scott pull up his cunning action, I want to go over that with everybody, just so you know how that works. And cunning action is fantastic. It's probably one of the best class abilities that are offered in the game. And what it does is it enables you to use your bonus action on each of your turns to either dash, disengage, or hide. Normally you'd have to do that with your regular action, but now you can do your move, your action, plus one of those 3 options. So this is going to be really important for you getting that sneak damage almost every single round if you play it smart. So it's like if you move, let's say behind a tree, and then you want to hide behind the tree, assuming you roll good enough, when you attack, you'll be an unseen target, which lets you attack at advantage, and you're going to add your sneak damage to it. So it's a really nice ability.
Yeah.
Disengaging is also like pretty awesome, to be able to do that for free. So pretty much if you were to get surrounded by something, and there was and you don't want to stand there and duke it out, then you can disengage, and as long as there's a space, you can move out of that area without drawing an attack of opportunity against you. So that's really sweet. And then dashing enables you to just move again for free. So if you have a movement rate of 25, you can move your 25 feet. You can dash as a bonus action, move another 25 feet, and then you'll still have your action, which you can also dash again. So your character can now, if you just start booking it, if you want to run, you can move 75 feet within your turn. So it's going to help you, position yourself to, where you need to be on that battlefield in order for you to be the most effective.
Rogue Lightning.
Hell yeah. And it's also going to help you, get away from stuff. So, if you wind up like stealing something and they catch you, you could be like, try and catch me. So there you go. Who else is there? All right. So Lucy, let's take a look at you. Okay. Are you doing anything on that sheet? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I was checking. It said something about replacing a spell.
Yeah.
I was trying to, because my tremor apparently is useless. Even though it's part of the story, I don't know if I should replace it or not.
Let's see, character master. If your class has the option to swap out spells, and you can replace one spell. So yeah, go ahead and do it. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know if I should, because it's I envisioned her with part of the spell, but
Well,
it's useless.
I mean, it's not useless. It's just sometimes certain things are more situational than others, and you got to remember also as you start gaining more and more power, your saving throws are going to be more difficult against the target. So if you wanted to switch it out now and then maybe grab it later on, that's always an option. It's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with. This is your character. Having a cool story is fun, but but having fun in the game is even better. So you have to figure out how that's gonna happen for you. So so we'll come back to you afterwards then, because you're still picking spells. Torlos, Fenris.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. Fenris, Torlos, are you still picking spells? I keep saying spicking.
Yeah, I am picking spells. And there's just so many level 1 options for the sorcerer.
Yeah. Okay.
I can
I'm good with the
choose
first 3
both.
points. I know how to use those. And that's, I think, the only thing that I really get at level 2, along with extra spell slots.
Right.
Man.
So, what? You're a warlock or a sorcerer? What are you?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Okay. Sorcerers. You're gonna get meta magic now.
Yeah, yeah.
Since you don't have too many sorcery points, what you pick now is gonna be really important. Because you are gonna be limited, and I think you can switch these out also as you like level up, but I'm not positive offhand.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you can replace a certain number of spells every time you level.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this level, I can only replace one spell. I'm not like a wizard that can keep everything, but, yeah.
Yeah, I think, okay, now, Chromatic Orb. Excellent spell.
Oh, that was the first one I picked. Yeah.
Okay, it does require a 50 gold piece diamond as your material component. So until you get that, you won't be able to cast that spell.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So am I supposed to be able to actually like press the I button next to spells and actually see something, or am I supposed
I'm
to?
not sure. I think that's just letting you know that it's in the compendium. Although it would be really nice if you could click that. Because
I was trying to spam click it and nothing was happening. So like,
so
something feels off.
What you can also do is, like, in the compendium, you can filter everything so that you don't have to see everything that's there. So okay, let's see. Let's walk you through it. If you go to spells in the compendium, right? You click on that. Come on. All right, and then underneath the search bar, there's going to be a thing that says filter results. Once you click on that, you can choose your class. You can choose the level. All these different things. That way, if you only want to look at first level spells, or if you want to look at first level spells and just cantrips, just select both of those. And then for your class, just pick your class, and then it's going to
show me the whole list. Okay.
Yeah, it's just going to tell you what your options are. That way, it doesn't seem as overwhelming. And if you have any questions about whether or not a spell is good or how it can be used, feel free to ask. Because like I know certain things, certain things are more effective than others. In just general gameplay. And that's how. Go ahead.
I do have a question. I'm a bit torn between Tasha's hideous laughter and sleep.
Hideous laughter is a fantastic spell, but you can really only affect like one thing.
Yeah.
What's the range on that? Do you have that open by any chance?
Yeah, it's 30 feet. Okay. But if the creature has an intelligence score of 4 or less, isn't affected.
Right. So that means like most beasts, or things like that aren't going to be affected because they just don't get the joke.
I was just going to say it goes over their head.
And the thing, what's really cool, I mean, I had a character who took that spell, and the material component is like a feather or something like that, or a feather. So
tiny tarts and a feather.
Yeah. So what he would do is, he'd do like a coochie coochie coo, and like tickle the air with the feather, while I was describing the way it worked. Sometimes it works, and when it does, it's good. It's really good because I think it knocks you prone. It makes you incapacitated. It puts a lot of conditions, on that specific creature. So crowd control is like a really, it could be an effective tactic if used properly. Sleep can be really good, but you got to be smart about it, because the thing is, all you do is you choose your area. You don't determine what drops first, because the thing is, you're not going to know how many hit points anything has. And even though sleep will allow you to potentially affect more targets, if something has more hit points than what's there, then it's a complete waste. So again, both of these are great. I'll tell you a situation about another game I had where the caster wound up casting sleep in a tavern full of people, hoping to affect his target. He didn't realize that all those commoners only have like 1 or 2 hit points. He knocked out the entire tavern, and the bad guy was like, "What are you doing?" You know, so I mean, he's like, oh shit, you know, and so I mean, you know, same deal. You just just get familiar with what the options are for that particular spell.
Sleep
And
has the
then-
advantage, it has 90 feet range.
Yeah, it's a great thing, you know. But like certain things aren't affected, you know, like half
Yeah, like-
elves and elves, and you know, certain things. are immune to
Undeads and
sleep.
yeah.
So I mean, both of them are really good spells.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably take Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Makes more sense with this character at the moment.
Yeah, it's a great spell. Great spell. All right. Anybody else have any questions on any spells or anything?
I'm just choosing between shall I roll my HP or not.
All right. Well, I mean, you got. Let's see. Roll20 put out 2 bad rolls, so
I know, right? The chances are.
so the chances are yours is gonna be good. You know.
But the way I see it is 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's there you go. See, it's funny, you know. You talk about how you don't believe in bad luck and Friday the 13th, but there
Hey.
you go.
These are dice. There's nothing to do with Friday the 13th.
Jack of all trades, another great ability. Anything you're not proficient with, you're gonna get a +1 because your proficiency bonus right now is 2. That also includes initiative. You're gonna get a +1 on your initiative.
Oh no, I don't need more initiative, please.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I roll good on at the moment. Like, yeah, let's send the squishy cat first. Go ahead. Oh.
Oh, you're the bard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Her.
Yeah. See, sometimes playing a really simple character like rogues, it sucks when leveling up. Oh, there you go. You got one more than average. That's good. It sucks when leveling up because you're gonna be done fast, and then you gotta wait for all the spellcasters and.
Oh, I don't mind.
Yeah, but it's but we're
I
all
thought it
learning
would-
here.
Take my chance while I had it.
There you go.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave, great spell. Another great spell. 15-foot cube originating from you. And when the biggest, a big confusing point for this spell is that when it says generating from you, you're not necessarily the center of the spell. And the thing is, if you do make yourself the center of that spell and use it as a radius or something like that, then you are affected by your own spell. So, so for example, I'll put this up here so everybody can see. It's a 15-foot cube. So let's just say if you were gonna,
Gelatinous
it would
cube.
be like this yellow box. That could be, what you're affecting. If you want to do it diagonally, then what we would do is we would draw this box, right? Put it at a 45-degree angle from where you are, and then if Roll20 lets me move it. If Roll20, there we go. It could be finicky at times.
Wow.
Oh, come on. What's going on?
I like the fact that Thunderous Smite has a 300 feet audible cube.
Oh, yeah. Same thing with Thunderstrike. Okay, so if you were going to... Why did I let me move this? There we go.
I can feel the electric static on my fur already. That's gonna burn me.
Thunder,
Well, I had to take at least one Thunder spell since the Draconic bloodline it shows was Thunder or Lightning,
blue?
Ah.
You got blue?
Bronze,
Bronze. Okay.
Bronze Dragon. So I figured it's gonna be tough for 5th level when I get the 3rd level spells, and I have to choose between Lightning Bolt and Fireball.
Fireball's kind of like a staple,
Yeah,
but you have a lot more control with Lightning Bolt.
Well, Thunder Smite looks nice because there's a knockdown effect.
Yeah.
Or chance, anyway.
Yeah, you can knock them prone or you knock them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took Compelled Duel, Shield of Fate, and then Thunderous and Wrathful Smite. So 2 offensive and 2
There you go.
defensive options.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of still deciding on the fighting style when I pick. Because
Okay.
the protection sounds okay, as well as the dueling and defense. So
Did anyone take Healing Word?
I did.
Excellent.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
it was that or cure wounds, but the cure wounds is touch.
Right.
So I thought this might be a bit better for now.
It's definitely more versatile. Cure wounds is more powerful, although the range is
Yeah.
limited. But you do have don't ever forget about your feline agility. You can get an extra
True.
30 feet. So that's that 60-foot range from Healing Word right there.
True.
Yeah, but both of them are good. The good thing is that Healing Word is a bonus action.
Interesting. I'll write that down.
It should be there. Like all these
Yeah,
spells-
but my memory. I'm an old lady. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I need to write it down to print it in my memory. Thank you.
women are like wine; they get better with age.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
having
you
apple cider
ass
today. um,
Who's having a
guess going
disco?
for defense is the best option since I'm kind of like frontlining. But I feel like taking dueling as well.
sorry, I'm a bit new to this, so I have to get. So healing word. How do I then get it back? Is it a short rest or?
Okay. Certain your spell slots come back after a long rest. Certain
Oh.
classes have something
Yeah.
called Arcane Recovery, where you'll be able to get those during a short rest. But for your level now, everything's going to reset on a long rest.
All right. Thank
I
you.
think we're doing that right now.
I'm sorry?
We're doing a long rest right now, right?
Yes. Yeah. Also, most DMs, not all, but most require a long rest in order for you to level up. So the thing is, you could be in a dungeon, crawling for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, out of game. And the thing is, if you don't get a long rest, they might not let you apply the experience points or, do whatever. So just keep that in mind. Everybody's different. But
Oh, that makes sense.
most people make, you do it after a long rest.
I just have difficulty currently deciding which fighting style I want to pick.
Doing extra damage is always a fantastic thing. Which is the defense? That's the one that, as long as you're wearing armor, you get a +1?
Yeah, you get a
Okay.
1+1 AC, so you're tankier, I guess.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
protection
definitely.
sounds pretty good as well. When if someone tries to move out of my radius around me, that I always invoke a reaction to it.
Right.
So there's a disadvantage on attack rolls against other people.
Right. Yeah, it depends. This particular group doesn't have anybody who's gonna really stand right next to you, though. The
the
rogues
halfling might be near me. No?
the rogues might come in and out. But
That's true.
I would assume they're gonna be using their bows. That's probably where they're more effective, at least at this level.
Which class is this? I thought only the fighters got the fighting style.
No.
Paladins as well.
All of the martial classes.
Uh-huh.
Maybe even barbarians. I'm not sure offhand. But yeah, fighters get the most options. Paladins, they get a decent number of options. Rangers, I think paladins don't get the 2-weapon option or the ranged option, right? Like archery, they never get that. I don't think they do. But yeah, each of them offer something different. It's gonna be rare when you're not in armor. The only thing that's bad about dueling is that if you ever want to
Go two-handed?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't intend to, I think, on this character.
Yeah, but what if you
At least
find
that's
like
not in my
really
mind.
nice? What if you find the magical greatsword? Like seriously,
It could happen, of course.
It could happen.
And then I'd say to the little lefty, here you go. Two-handed rogue, there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
I see them here. Yeah. Yeah, I think defense or great weapon fighting are the way to go. It seems like.
Yeah, it just depends. It's hard, to pick, and it's no worries. If you wind up picking something and regretting it, we can always change it. This is a big learning game, so there's gonna be a lot of leniency.
I think I will go with dueling for now. Because I think it fits better with the style of character I intend to B.
Especially when you start smiting, that extra damage is going to come in handy.
Apply changes. There we go.
I'm going to refill my coffee. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Ooh, good idea.
I thought I heard like a switch earlier.
What's
Does anyone
that?
have a crossbow?
You said
No, I have
This
one.
I got javelins.
I have a feeling now that I have 3 spell slots and better spells and the sorcery points, I won't really ever use the crossbow again. It's nice to have at level 1 because you only have 2 spell slots, and where
Well, don't forget about your cantrips. Those are unlimited.
Hands double. Alright.
Alright, I'm going to reboot real quick. Alright, hello. Hello. Is that an ice cream truck? Hello, can anybody hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. DM to PCs. Do you copy? Hello, hello.
I didn't hear you. But...
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? That's weird.
That's how we do it.
Can you hear me now, Eric?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody, whenever you're done with your hit points, just go ahead and adjust it on your token, and then let me know when you're done so I can save it.
Probably check again. One typing the wrong number.
I think it does it for you automatically, doesn't it?
It doesn't change the token. It looks
No,
like.
not the token.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I'm encumbered.
Maximum too.
All right, so I see. All right, Femriz, you look like you're updated. 19 hit points, is that correct?
Yeah, that's with the 7. I got 11 plus. Was it? I don't remember.
Well, you add. Well, I should have did it for you. You rolled 7, and your Constitution modifier. What's that?
+1.
+1, so that's 8. So you.
And it wasn't
should
11.
have- So 19. Okay, yes, you're good to go. You are good to go. Let me save your token. Yeah. Okay, so that's 1. Pebbles. You have 14 hit points max, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me adjust you.
I rolled an awesome 2. Epic.
It's alright. I mean, it happens.
Epic as usual.
It's cool. And it's cool because if anybody here is interested in DMing in the future, you know, if you watch these videos, you'll see everything that I'm doing. You know, in order to update characters and whatnot. I know Scotty is interested.
Yes.
All right, Frank, you're ready to rock, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Let me update your token, and then I'll deal with Negator between sessions. I don't know how long his honeymoon is lasting, so I'm not positive if he'll be back next week or the week after. Okay. And then Lefty. Oops. Lefty, what's your maximum hit points?
15.
15. All right.
I think I changed it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I love your token. That little smirk is pretty awesome. All right. And then I'll deal with Negator between sessions. So let's get rid of him for here. Everybody's set up. Okay, so everybody has taken their long rest. We're up in the morning. Has everybody picked their spells? Are we good to go?
I have.
Okay.
Because I noticed like these little bubbles next to the spells on the first slot.
Okay.
Was it like more like to say you use them, or because I know you have 2 slots in total to use, but I
Okay.
can just choose, or do I need to pick some which I
It's,
can use?
it's gonna
combat?
be it's different for each character. Those little like little circles or whatever on the left hand side are to mark off what's prepared.
Okay.
Certain classes don't prepare spells. You know, like bards, you can just cast whatever you know. Sorcerers, you can just cast whatever you know. I'm not sure if I think paladins, you're limited to a certain number of spells, right? You can't switch those every time you rest.
Yeah, I think I can use
Let's take
X
a look.
amount.
Let's take a look. See. Okay. All right. So everybody here, your spells. If you have, if it says V, that means verbal component. You need to speak. All right. S means somatic, so you need to be able to move your hands around. You need a free hand, unless you have the Warcaster feat, or if you're allowed to use your holy symbol on your shield, and it'll be specified. Since paladins, I don't know if they can use a holy symbol as a thing. I'll look into that real quick. Okay. Now, you see all your spells, Fenris? They have that C in the circle?
Yeah, the components.
No, that means concentration.
Ah, okay.
Okay, you can only have one concentration spell up at a time. So the thing is, if you have Shield of Faith, you're concentrating on that spell, you take damage, you have to make a concentration check, or they knock the spell out. You'll lose that spell. All
Okay.
right. If you cast another spell that has concentration, the first spell you were concentrating on disappears.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if you might want to switch some of those things out, because you're kind of limiting yourself a little bit.
I didn't know, because it was Thunder Smite and Rightful Smite were about bonus actions. I didn't see anything mentioned about concentration in them.
Yeah, it's right there. You see, it's.
I see it is there. It's mentioned, but when I was checking out the spells
okay.
earlier,
Yeah, because the way those spells work is like they'll last a certain number of time, and then sometimes the spell stops once it gets affected.
I see.
I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. That's weird. Shield of Faith.
Yeah, that's the one. I knew there was concentration, but it's like it's to cost to get bonus protection in a sense.
Yeah, Shield of Faith is a great spell.
Okay.
Extra 2 AC. Let's see, what's your AC now? Like 17, 19? What is it?
18.
Yep.
18.
So hopefully
So
tomorrow
that
will
would
be
put you
a
at
good
20.
Yeah, it means I cannot do anything else while holding the spell.
Right. Well, you can
Just
cast other spells. Like if you have, let's say, Compel Duel up, you can still cast Divine Smite. Because it's not a concentration spell. But if you were to switch it over to Wrathful Smite, then you would lose the first one.
Makes sense. I think I'll stick with this for now.
Okay. Yeah, we can always switch it out, so no worries.
Because I was checking other spells that look interesting, and the only thing they're all still concentration anyway. Oh no. I guess I could take Command, maybe? Does sound like fun.
That sounds like an ice cream truck. Frank, what is
You
it?
think so, huh?
I don't know. I didn't know that I was I was making noise.
Yeah, there's something in the background.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
He's probably isolation headset on?
No,
Okay.
I don't have it on at all.
Sorry.
Okay.
Issues earlier. Here, I'll try putting it on. Maybe that'll help.
Okay, yeah, I don't hear it now. Whatever that was.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah,
That's weird.
my development is like super quiet. I'm like back in the woods. It's so there's like nothing ever comes back here.
Right.
We get no trucks.
Could it be the game sounds, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. My laptop's also old, so it could just be.
No worries. No worries.
My headset is also old, but it seems to work now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Roll20 is great. I mean, a lot of people use Discord because they have a mic that doesn't work on Roll20 for whatever reason. But if everybody can work on Roll20, it just works 10 times better. And you'll see, like if you watch back, when these videos are uploaded from the last session to this one, you'll see it's a huge difference. People don't like get cut off really too often, and whatever. So okay, whenever we are ready, please let me know.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yep.
All right, cool.
That was a nice little excursion.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, so Sildar, he wakes up, with everybody, and there's a fire going. Maybe you can do you have like rations? What are you guys gonna all eat?
Yeah, I think I have a ration.
I do as well.
I'll mark one off.
Sam.
Does anyone not have rations?
Sildar. He doesn't.
I was wondering though, did he ever finish the
Oh,
checking room? Or?
is there no food among all the various crap that they have there?
Yeah, I'm sure there will be scraps and whatnot. He'll make it work.
You can always eat bugbear.
He doesn't use soap. I would highly not recommend.
Yeah, that's just curing it.
Ooh. Still not convinced.
Is anybody interested in taking the hide armor off of the bugbear?
No, I don't want to smell like a bugbear.
Yeah. Won't do me any good.
I looked it up. I don't think it's any better than the armor that anyone has, right?
I mean, it might be a little bit better than leather, maybe.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me
maybe
check.
by 1 point.
Well, I'll wear
Basic
that.
quality.
Can I wear it?
I mean, yeah, you can like. It'll be like kind of big on you, but yeah.
Yeah. See, it's saying the AC is 12, and I think I'm at like 15.
Well, it would be 12 plus, I think, your dexterity.
Yeah, you'll be at. You get an
might
extra
be-
point of
you
AC
might
then.
be 1 point higher.
Then I will. If no one objects, I'll take the hide armor.
Well, go ahead.
I already smell like booze. Mix in the bugbear. That's a good time.
I'm just sitting there amusingly watching you put that armor on. Snickering to myself, thinking, "Ooh."
Yeah, I might have to adjust a little bit. I might have to tailor it a little bit. All right. So I carried over the hide armor to my list, and I know that I gotta get rid of the leather armor. Correct?
Yeah. Unless you want to carry it, you can either drop it off or carry it.
I unequipped it. No, I'll just get rid of it. I could probably pick that up anyway.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So how do I? Oh, just delete, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
in the lower right corner of where all your gear is, you're gonna see the little the icon there. Click on
Yep.
that, and then all the little red trash cans pop up. Just hit the that to get rid of it, and then in order to put it in, go into the compendium, type in hide armor, and then you can drag it right across.
Yep. I did.
Okay,
And then-
cool. And just make
Well, see, it says my armor class is 14 though.
because
up top.
it didn't do the adjustments for you. All right, now you can either do it manually, and just put in 15 because we know it's going to be 2 plus 3, or you can have it calculated for you, and that's going to be an adjustment on the settings page, your third, for your character sheet, and that'll be, I think, on the left hand side somewhere. I'm trying to. Why? Okay.
Or maybe because I don't have a proficiency in it.
Can you wear hide armor as a rogue?
It doesn't say. It'll take. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I'll pull it up. I'm trying to get this map. That's weird. It's. Why is it doing that?
Did we ever finish checking the room, by the way, from where we slaughtered the bugbears and the rest of the goblins?
Yeah. That's where all the coins and everything was. Found the 2 potions of healing and that little frog statuette. So everybody just divide the coinage amongst each other. And remember, divide it by 5, because negator will get a cut.
Okay.
And same thing, even though Lefty wasn't there, he was technically there. So
I think if I walk too close to Lefty, I'll just I'll like prestidigitate the armor to make it not smell so bad.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could make it smell like lavender if you want.
Can you make it smell like Bailey's?
Irish cream.
I just make it smell like nothing so that I don't have to smell it.
There you go.
Ugh, prude.
It's not a favor. It's selfish.
So if we figured out how it, all right. I just don't want to lose an armor class. So why was I 14 before and now I'm 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so that means we each get what, 22 silver pieces and 120
copper.
Mhm.
Yep.
How are we gonna divvy up that frog?
First, have to sell it first.
Yeah, we'll sell it and get it appraised professionally.
Yeah.
You want to
Who
cut it
has
in
the
pieces?
I could cut it into 5 pieces. I'll take the head.
Who has the? Is it a statuette, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who has it?
Let's just say the team has it at the moment, I guess. It's probably
Oh.
somewhere in the wagon and in the bag.
Do you not trust the rogue with the valuable statuette?
No, no. I'm surprised you trust that curious tabaxi.
This is crazy. Nobody can see the icon on the map, right?
What
Nope.
icon?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oops.
Well, guess that answers the question.
All right.
So,
Oh, no, not
where's
blue.
the razor?
Yeah, stop that. Okay. So. All right. So after everybody
Okay.
divvies everything up, who's gonna lead the group back to where the ambush site is?
The squishy cat.
Please leave a message after the tone. Beep.
Meow.
You know what?
Office hours are from Monday to Friday.
I have stealth, so maybe I should venture out and do
I don't know.
do
Sildar.
Wait, man.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Okay, so all right, so if you're gonna go scouting ahead, let me get a survival check to see if you can trace your way back.
Okay. Survival. Bingo.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
wow.
able to pick up the trail without a problem. And now, can you see the icon on the map?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. That'll just represent the group. All right, cool. All right, yeah, you make it back to the tribal trail, and you can find the wagon and the horses, behind the tree where you all left it, and yeah, so you can continue on to Fandolin. Let's see, where's the scale for this map?
So weren't we supposed to save Roxika too? Or is he being held by the king?
Looks like it's 5 miles per hex.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So we could probably get there in a day, right?
Yeah, it seems pretty feasible. You would probably... Okay, let's see. So let's say now it's about like 9 in the morning. You guys can travel about 3 miles per hour. So you'd probably get there late afternoon or, early evening, assuming everything goes smoothly.
No table to roll on to see if that's the case.
Oh, I'll take care of that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. All right, so everybody's back in the wagon. Are we going to assume the same positions where the Tabaxi is driving?
And Lefty's asleep again.
Yep. I'll sit in the wagon.
Alrighty.
I'll sit in front.
All right, everybody, just I'm gonna put the wagon on the road. Just so we know it's there, and just put yourself where you're gonna be. who's missing? We're missing Lefty again.
Yeah, I'm missing. It's always Lefty.
It's always Lefty.
It's hard to keep up with the short legs, huh?
I'm gonna let those dogs out. See how fucking funny you are.
Oh, I'm gonna climb up the tree. What are you gonna do?
Probably ride one of them in a battle.
Alright, so yeah, everybody just go ahead and you see yourselves on the map, right?
No.
You don't?
I do.
I see two of Lefty.
I see one of Lefty.
Okay, I see it. Okay. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah, so just go ahead and move yourself to wherever you're going to be. I'll bring Sildar out there too.
Let's let Sildar drive. He knows the way. He's done it before. His horse is dead.
Yeah, that's fine. He can sit in front next to me.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess as everybody leaves, he'll grab one of those short swords, those and like a short bow or something from the.
He can have my crossbow if he wants it.
Okay, yeah, he'll do that. Perfect. Thank you.
Except
Thank
the
you.
Negator staying behind.
Negator, he's gonna be with us, but just for simplicity, he's not with us. So
I have 17 bolts to give him as well.
awesome. Thank you very much. I'll help keep an eye out as we travel.
Yeah, he's riding shotgun or crossbow, I guess, in this case.
Yeah. Let me get him on the board as soon as I can find him. Where are you? There we go. Oop, I just had him. Where'd he go? There we go. Okay. Alright.
I've been wondering. I can actually see the health bar from Torless, but not the other two.
Okay, let's do all this.
3
Oh, that's
even.
because of the old token for the cat. Hold on. Let's get Pebbles back out here. Okay. What about now? Can everybody see
Not
everybody's?
exactly. I can see the tokens, but I don't see, like, for example, for Torless, I see an HP bar, but then.
Okay, same deal.
I could see his when he came out of the wagon.
Yeah, it just might be hidden. Like underneath another token.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, we should be good now. And Sildar will explain. We could probably reach Fandelver by early evening or so. Just right up this trail here. Alright, so everybody starts traveling. If you want to roleplay and stuff, this is the time. Get comfortable with each other, make jokes, try and develop, more about your past and do anything like that.
Sure, I'm stringing along my lyre on singing whatever epic stories about anything, honestly.
Okay.
Polishing up my blade in the meantime.
Okay.
Have it.
Oh, is he driving? Sildar
I
driving?
believe Stilder's driving, I think.
Yeah.
Or
You
one
might
of us?
know the
What do you
way
want to do?
better.
Okay, alright, that's cool. Alright, yeah, so then he'll have the crossbow just laying on the bench there next to him then. Okay. You all came at great timing. Thank you all for saving me. I had no idea what they were going to do.
So do you think a rescue of that magnitude warrants a reward?
I think we negotiated that, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we did.
fuck!
Oh yeah. Yes, that'll all be taken care of. I'm sure I can secure the loan to get you each those 10 gold pieces promised.
Okay, so that was 50 total gold pieces, not 50
Per
each.
person?
I thought that was a little on the high side. I wasn't going to say anything.
Can I try to persuade him to get a little bit more?
You could certainly try.
All right, I'm gonna roll for persuasion.
I'll help, yeah.
You're gonna help, so that would be
yeah. Hold on,
advantage.
wait. Yeah, but before you roll, Let's
role
hear.
play.
Let's hear you. Let's hear how you're trying to persuade him.
So it's customary in this land to be extremely generous when someone saves your life, and rather than you owe your life to us, you should. It would be better for you to purchase that from us, so we can give you your life back to you.
A life is priceless, after all.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna pitch in and say that for all the lands that is actually, I've heard everywhere from here that is actually true. They are known for that, and I've been in a lot of places.
I'll just say, I think we went above and beyond getting some information in addition to wiping out that entire cave.
Especially I was asleep outside of the cave.
We didn't just rescue him. We got the information to find out how to get Gundren back.
Exactly. Shall I roll?
Roll up.
With advantage or normal?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, it sounds like you're all trying to tell me that if I can't pay you, then I owe you my life. But I guess what you're saying is fair. I'll see what I can do. I don't have anything on me, as you can see. Everything was taken. But if I can find, my friend over there in Fendelver, then I'll see what I can do about getting some extra coin. Is there a particular number you had in mind?
I would think 10 apiece would be fair.
That's what I offered you. I'm glad we have. I'm glad we're in agreement.
For the bunch of us, I'm getting ripped off.
I'm glad we're in agreement. And he'll yeah.
But I rolled a 24.
Yeah, but he'd give you exactly what you want.
Oh, shit. I'll try to lay off the liquor next time before I negotiate.
I give the halfling the meanest stink eye I can muster.
Oh, shit.
There you go. It's all part of the game. All right.
Well negotiated. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. So Lefty's.
Do you want some math lessons? I can tutor you.
So Lefty, he dozes off with a smile on his face, thinking of the money he's gonna get. Everybody else is shaking their head and doing whatever. Is anybody taking watch or doing? Okay, so I know Pebs is strumming along and singing.
Yep.
What else is anybody else doing?
I'll just keep an eye out back, make sure we see anything
Alrighty.
coming.
Yeah, I keep a good location to be ambushed or something to slow down maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's already happened once.
Sure. Let me get perception checks from both of you, please. Individual.
Let's see, normal, perception. Let's see the load rolls.
Okay. All right. Fenris, Eric, let me roll a d10, please.
Down. 2.
Okay. So you're all traveling, and one of you is keeping an eye out front, the other one out back, and you travel for about an hour or so without any event. Let me get perception checks again. Actually, that's about 2 hours. Okay, no worries. Frank, let me get a d10, please. Okay. Yeah, so another couple of hours come by. You come up to the crossroad, and Sildar, he steers the horses going south. It's like it'll just be a couple of hours up there towards the hills. All right. Moves again. Let's see over here. Actually, let's put this. There we go. We're in control. Okay. Perception checks again, please. Okay, Eric, D10.
Holy crap.
All right. Perception checks again. And, Frank, let me get a D10. All right. So you're all traveling, and weather's been really favorable, and you start seeing like the hills coming up in the area, and you can see like these huge mountain peaks way off in the distance. Sildar's like, Fendelver won't be much longer from here. Oh, I can't wait to go. I need to take a bath and get some food.
So this is an entire town now.
Yes. Yes.
About how many people are there?
How many people? I'm not sure about the people, but there's not too big. There's maybe about 50 or so buildings, log cabins, and people are constantly coming and going as they're exploring the local areas and trying to rebuild it.
Any interesting places to visit?
Oh yes, I think we should, go straight to the Stonehill Inn. It's a very quaint inn, from what I've been told and remember a bit. But yeah, let's all get in there, and then you can all go take this to Bertham's, and collect your money for bringing all the goods to town. He has Gundren. He has two brothers that are over there, so they'll be happy to hear some kind of word and to see this gear delivered. And then what I can do is I'll go find my friend and get that coin for you that I promised.
Yeah, and just Eric, just a reminder, was it the pay for the base thing? Was that 2 gold pieces per day, or was it 10 gold pieces total plus another then 10 for rescuing Sildar that we negotiated?
No, the original pay that was offered from Gundren with 50 gold pieces to deliver the cart of goods, to Bartham's.
50 each or 50 total?
No, total.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember explaining that it seemed like it was kind of low for what you were trying to do, but there seemed like a good promise of more work to be had in Phandalin to as an incentive, to help a good friend out. And then Sildar was kind of like racketeered into another 60. So
we persuaded, not intimidated.
Well, instead of owing us a life debt, that's cool. So so you'll continue traveling up to Phandalin, and let me get a D10 from Scott and Lucy, please. Assuming nobody rolls a 1, you'll make it there safely. Dun. All right. Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah, she rolled it 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know where.
You got a 1 at the end there.
Give me a moment. Yeah, I guess the 1 counts.
Can everyone see the map of Phandalin here?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You are all approaching the town from the north, over here in the middle, kind of, just right of the middle. Okay.
So I guess somebody going in, we pass by Barton's?
Yeah, so as you're coming in, all right, the rutted track emerges from the wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations, more old ruins, crumbled stone walls covered in ivy and briars surrounding the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor housed on a hillside at the east side of town. And that's over here, where it says Tresendar Manor. That's like the highest elevation in this area, and it looks, from what you can see, it looks pretty beat up. Like the roof is damaged and things like that. Excuse me. Okay, most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the car track, which widen into muddy street sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor on the hillside. Oh, I just read that. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores and running errands in the shop. It seems like they're all kind of rushing about as the day comes, to an end. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by, not paying attention. And then Sildar says, "My friends," he says, "let us secure lodgings. I'm sure the local inn over there is really quaint, and it's right up there on the road. As he continues, traveling, he will actually stop over here in Barthen's, okay, and says, "I'll meet you at the Stonehill Inn, if you like, and you can take care of your business here."
I think I'll stay with him and help him bring the supplies to Barton's then.
Okay.
I want to see if there's a gaming table or a casino at the Stonehill Inn.
Okay.
Always somewhere to gamble.
I hope so.
So wait, so do you want to go to Barthen's and drop off that stuff, or do you want to all just go to the inn first?
I'm gonna head to the inn.
Okay.
I'm with Toros.
Okay.
Last I heard, we were paid to escort the provisions, not unload them.
I mean, you're gonna have to deal with Barthen. I mean, I have nothing to do with the deal you made.
Yeah. On second thought, maybe I should get the gold in my hand before I start spending it. Maybe I'm with you. All right.
Yeah. Fine.
I'm gonna help him with the load to Bathens.
Barthen's. Okay, cool. So so he stops the wagon and hops off. He takes his short sword. He leaves the crossbow. And he says, "All right, I'll go meet you up at the Stonehill Inn." And I'm pinging it here so everybody can see. And I'll see you when you get here. And and he'll start wandering off to the inn. So everybody is in front of Barthen's. What would you all like to do?
Have we been paid, or is he going to meet us later and pay us?
Who? Sildar?
Well, yeah.
He said he has to go get a loan to pay you.
Oh, gotcha.
So he doesn't have anything on him right now.
He's going to the Shrine of Luck.
Yeah. Or he's getting a horse to ride out of town.
Or that.
Yeah,
Sneak
so
after him.
Gundren's brothers, do you know where they are?
I'm not sure myself, but we'll find all that out in time. Just gotta ask around.
I think I'll look around for Barton's or the owner of the establishment. I'm assuming it's
let's see
Barton.
if we can sell that statue.
Yeah, right over here. Okay. Let's see. All right, so you go in, and you see, this place here. It's like a big trading post. As you enter, you can see a couple of workers there, getting crates and pushing things off to the side. There's a person sweeping, to like clean up a bit, and there's a person who greets you, and they look like this. Okay. Oh, well met, travelers. How can I help you?
Yeah, we want to sell this statue. What?
The statue. All right, let's have a seat. What do you have there?
Show him the statue. Lefty, I think you have it, right?
Absolutely. And I have not cut the eyes out of it. I definitely have it.
In the meantime, of course, I've pocketed it. So Lefty's kind of looking in his pockets. Wait, I swear I had it here.
Touching me without my consent? How dare you!
I didn't touch you because you didn't feel a thing. I pocketed the statue. So I kind of pull it out because I've analyzed it and saw what it is. I was curious, but now it's what it is, so I'm not curious anymore. Yeah, here it is.
All right. Well, it's a nice little piece of jewelry you have there, or artwork. Let me take a look at it. He'll extend a weathered hand out. Muscled hands. Like this guy is pretty ripped. You can tell is a pretty physical person who does just a lot of labor work. Whatnot. Pulls out like a little loop, from a pouch, and kind of starts examining it and whatnot. He says, "This is a nice piece. Where'd you find it?"
Some goblins had it, and they attacked us, so We took it.
Filthy
Absolutely
goblins.
stolen.
Filthy goblins. I never understood how, they go around and just ambush people and things like that. But I guess, they usually work under the orders of something else. I mean, they're fairly cowardly from most of my experiences with them. He says, this here I can, I'm going to have to resell it. So, I can give you 20 gold.
I look at Lefty with like a, kind of questionable look.
I think I'll pitch in as well.
What? Okay.
Are we going to let the halfling negotiate again?
This is
That's gonna go wrong. So
this is my business. I'm a smuggler. This is what I do. So I go right up to the gentleman and I put my arm around his shoulder. I'm like, brother, do you have any idea how valuable this frog is? We know because we took this from the hands of a goblin boss that died trying to protect it with the lives of him and his minions. We both know it's worth more than 20 gold.
I'll pitch in because my analytic eyes told me it was around 30 to 40 gold, so I'll mention this the high end side.
Okay.
I think it's around 40 at least.
All right. Let me get a persuasion check from Lefty with advantage.
With advantage.
16. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to make some kind of profit. I'm a businessman here. It is worth about 40 gold pieces. Best I'll give you 30. I need to make something.
You know what, brother? We think that's fair.
I'm glad you do. All right, so he's like, all right, just go ahead and poke around for a little bit, and I'm gonna get you coin. I'll be right back.
I'll just mention, it's surprising Lefty didn't say just 10 gold this time.
He kind of looks back at you like, not understanding what you're referring to, but he's like, yeah, okay. And he keeps on going.
We are in his shop.
Yeah, this is like a huge
and he
trading
says
place.
you can poke around, so my eyes just go wide. I'll say, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, you look around, just a first glance, and there's a bunch of things over here. There's bedrolls, backpacks, hanging on walls. There's rope. You can see areas where there's like, baskets of jerky, and then with a sign above it, it's buy it by the pound, things like that. And there's just a bunch of random supplies. You see a whole pile of torches. You can see, like a lantern, a couple of lanterns hanging from a wall, and just random people
Healing potions?
walking around. You don't see any, anything labeled healing potions just lying around. So he goes behind the counter, and you see him, kind of reach underneath it, and he's kind of keeping an eye on everybody. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna walk up to him and ask, because have we exchanged names yet with him? Because right now we're in Barton's shop, right?
Yeah.
So I'll mention we traveled here with cargo for his shop, and the cart is in front of the establishment.
Cargo. Who sent you?
Gundren.
Gundren. Hey, it's a good man. How's he doing?
Well, right now, I'm not sure. He might be doing well, or maybe he's not doing so well.
Really? You see him. He takes out. He's counting out the gold coins. On the table, like putting 3 stacks of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, or whatever. And he's like, all right, well, this is for the little frog thing here. That's odd. Show me what you got outside in the cart.
All right, and I'll walk with him outside the shop to show.
I'm Elmar, by the way. Elmar Barton. And he shakes your hand and stuff. So
I'll shake his hand back.
Pleasure to meet you. So,
Pleasure to meet you too.
Yeah. So he'll go outside, with Fenris. The people that are inside. Are you doing anything in particular while they're outside?
Oh, I'm fingering anything I can touch, not pocketing, just touching and
Okay.
swirling stuff that catch my attention.
Stay out of my pockets.
I was never in your pockets. You have no proof.
And Lefty's anxiously awaiting his cut.
Okay. Fenris, did you take that coin, that 30 coin, those 30 gold off the counter, or did you leave it?
Should have at least make it 32
I did.
so we
I
can
would
evenly.
exchange it with the party later after we also get the 50 gold for the cargo.
Okay.
But we have to split it 5 ways, so 30 does.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh no.
You're
I'm
right,
assuming the
because
gator
it's
is there and he took a short sword as well.
It's the Euro exchange.
Bank takes its tax. Yeah. Commission fees or whatever.
So we're waiting for my 5 gold for the statuette. Fenris.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's all there, so yeah. So Fenris, I mean, if you want to quickly hand, or you
I'll
could do
quickly hand
that
it over.
afterwards. Okay. Yeah. So everybody add 5 gold pieces, just to keep it simple.
Okay.
All right. So he takes you outside, or you take him outside rather. He looks at the stuff. He's like, "Yeah, looks like it's all here." What was it? 50, right? That's what he offered.
Correct.
50?
I'll be honest. Unless any of the other party members are with me, or and one of the
Well, they're still inside, so I'm assuming it's just you and him
Okay.
outside.
they say yeah, we agreed to 50 gold. I will
Alright.
make it difficult.
All right. Good.
We already took something extra from him earlier.
All right. Wow, poor Gundren. I hope you're gonna go out and find him, right? You know,
That is the intention.
well, that's good. All right. You know, he whistles out. You know, and Ander, Thistle, come, unload this car, bring it to the back. And he's like, all right, thanks. Come back inside, and I'll get you that coin. You know, and then two
That's
people, two humans come out, and they're like young clerks or whatever, and they'll help unload the wagon and stuff like that, and then bring it out back with the horses. So, all right, yeah. So, he goes back inside. Fenris, I'm assuming, follows. Goes back behind the counter again.
And start counting coins.
Yeah, start pulling out. Start counting out another 50 coins and place them on the table.
I'll grab the coins and thank him for it. Thank you. And I hope everything is in order.
Yeah.
That's
everything
how
is there, and my only concern is Gundren. I mean, he's a good guy, and he's trying to do a lot of things for this growing town here, and it'd be a shame if something bad happened to him.
I agree. We're gonna try to find his brothers first and talk about the situation, and try to find out where the goblins might have taken him.
Yeah, and I'll look over and I'll say, Elmar, you ever heard of the Kragmaw tribe?
Kragmaw tribe. Are those the goblins? Or
I think so.
I mean, that's the only thing that I might have heard of. I mean, I really don't get out of town too much. I mean, it's safer for me here. I'm just trying to run this business, and yeah, I mean, that's all I can think of. Who might have more information. If you go to the inn or something, we have a lot of people coming in and out of town. They might have seen something. More people. Maybe the brothers. Gundren's brothers might. Have an idea or give you more information. But I haven't seen them in a while. It's been a 10-day, and I know they're camped somewhere out of town, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, so the brothers are outside of town.
Yeah, Nundro and Tharden.
Nundro.
Yeah, Nundro. And Tharden. Tharden.
All right. Very dwarvish names. Who's in charge of the town?
Charge of town. I should know that question. I should know the answer to that question. Let's see. That's weird. Bear with me.
In the meantime, I'll thank him for the information at least. And we will later go to the inn and see if we can find any
Yeah,
useful information.
He'll give you a name, and as soon as I find it, I will pass that on. Yeah, there goes that music again, Frank.
Really? It's weird.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Do you have any other questions for him, real quick, or any other thing? Feel free to poke around if you need to buy something. You know, there's a good chance we have it here.
Are there any diamonds?
Any diamonds?
Yes.
Oh no, sorry. The most valuable piece of jewelry I have right now is that little frog you sold.
Interesting.
Yeah, we just deal mainly with a lot of the, just like random, like the simpler gear that a lot of, people coming here looking for work are going to need.
Like parchments with holy text. That's probably at the church, I think.
Who
Oh no,
who was in charge again? Did we get a name for who was in charge of town?
he gives you a name,
Mhm.
and I will give that to you as soon as I find
Oh, okay, gotcha.
it. Yeah, I don't know if that's really.
So I'm gonna go look for that guy.
Oh, in this spell, it says I need to acquire a small parchment with a bit of holy text written on it.
Is there a
that
specific
something-
value associated? It'll say-
Doesn't.
let's see, small parchment with a holy text. No. That's something to where. Okay, if you get a holy symbol, holy symbols, component pouches, and spell focuses, Spooky.
I have a holy symbol.
Okay, yeah, those can be used in place for any component that does not have a specified value.
Okay.
All right, so your holy symbol is all you need to cast that spell. You don't need the actual. Now, if you don't have the the holy symbol, then you would need that, and then that would probably you'd probably be able to grab that at a temple or something close by.
Okay, that's fine. I'll write that down.
It's kind of embarrassing. I can't find the leader of the town.
Would it be Tressednar?
Yeah, you can always make it up.
Oh, no.
You say Crest? No.
I think the manor might have been named after the.
Tresendar Manor. Tresendar Manor. That would make sense, but no, that place is in ruins.
Okay.
That's weird. I've read this damn book so many times.
I might just click on some spells just to see what they mean with materials.
Say again, I'm sorry?
No, I'm just gonna check. Ah, it doesn't show. Like, the Divine Smite also says it has a material component, but
There's no value, right? Doesn't say what it
yeah, there's no value in it. It just says Ruby dust, but that's normal for anything that doesn't have a material value in it.
Okay,
So-
so your holy symbol will be sufficient.
Okay.
Alright, so you are looking for the Town Master's Hall, which I see the Town Master's Hall there, but I cannot find the damn name. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so you're all traveling. Okay. Alright, so you're going to go to the Town Master's Hall. Who's following?
I'll join.
Okay.
I'm going to Stonehill Inn.
Alright.
If I don't get a beer and a lady, I'm gonna die.
Alright, so you go to the inn. Alright, so yeah, you can all walk together. Lucky's gonna, stop off at the inn. The two others are gonna go. Lucy, where are you going?
I'm a bit torn because I am an entertainer by popular demand, so the inn would be the next place to perform, I guess. I think that would make more sense.
Alright, so you going to the inn?
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good.
I'll just bicker with a halfling on the way there. You better not ruin my performance.
If you can call that a performance.
All right, so
No. Yeah, sorry.
all right, I need each of you to roll a D100 or a percentile dice. So if if you go to whoever gets the highest number, that's what we're gonna do first.
I'm gonna
Okay?
screw this up again, right? Oh, wait. I did.
Wild magic happens. Wait, what?
All right, so Lucky and Pebbles go into the tavern. Right in the center of town stands a large, newly built roadhouse on a fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you curiously as you enter. All right, and
I'll nod my head as a sign.
no,
greeting
this is
people around.
for the people at the inn.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You're greeted by a short, friendly, human male. Young guy, fair skin, dark curly hair. He's like, "Hi, welcome to Stonehill Inn. What can I get for you?"
Point us in the direction of the nearest gambling.
God, people like taking luck from people. You familiar with tier by any means?
I am not, but I'm a fast learner.
All right. Well, welcome to Fandelin. You're probably gonna find lots of things over here that'll put money in your coin and money in your pocket and take some coin out in the same time. Feel free. We don't have a too much of a gambling hall right here, but feel free to mess around with the other locals and take your chance with them.
And I think my furry friend over here might want to play for your patrons.
Oh, really?
What are you now, my agent?
I'll take a cut. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Taking a cut sounds
With
like
your
an agent.
negotiating skills, I'll pass.
Oh, is this a comedy routine you have? Because I'm laughing here. I love it.
So Lefty storms off to try to find some dice games to play.
All right. Yeah, you see a couple of people, just hanging out, playing with dice and drinking and having a rough and rowdy time. And yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to ask anyone if they want to play some
All right,
the all famous Lefty.
All right, one of the humans looks over to you and he says, "Hey, look at these guys. You want to come here and Fandelin and lose some money here? Yeah, come on, pull up a chair. I don't know if the bartender has any baby stools for you, but I'm sure we can accommodate."
Don't worry, I'll just use the cat as a step stool. Don't worry about it.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, Coin is coin. Doesn't matter where it comes from, or if you're standing on a cat.
All right, let's jump in.
All right. Yeah,
No.
So go ahead.
No, as he goes towards the table, I've got no interest in gambling or whatever is going. So I just kind of lean my hand on the counter towards the bartender with this really deep voice. "Give me a glass of milk." Like I'm asking for the strongest liquor around or something. I'm parched and I need some sustenance before I start performing or something.
All right, it's fine. We get others of your kind coming through here once in a blue, and I think we have some fermented cream in the back if you like. Let me see. I'll be right with you. All right, so you two chill out for a minute. All right, so Town Master's Hall. All right, one of the rules in D&D is never split the party, but we split the party. All right. As
That's a real bad sign. Go ahead, sorry.
As Tolos and Fenris, continue throughout the town. Up ahead, you can see, the Town Master's Hall has some sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower in the back. There's a board next to the front, and it reads, real, from the distance, you can see above it, it says reward in big letters. And, as you're all approaching, a few people come out, like humans come out from behind an alley, and you see 4 armed ruffians kind of waiting for you. All of them are human and they're wearing grimy red cloaks, their hands on their weapons as they watch, and they just, kind of look at you, and, one of them approaches. He's like, "Oi, time for you to move on, strangers, but leave your stuff before you go."
I think Torlos. So I'm with Fenris, right?
Yes.
Fenris.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
All right. I'll look at Fenris and kind of look back at them and say, "Careful now. Not sure that's the right action here."
I tell him to back off and take his lackeys with him. Because he's not getting anything from me. Except maybe a beating. If he thinks he's gonna try and take my stuff.
Alright. One of you, Torlos, roll persuasion, and Fenris, roll intimidation. Alright. It's like, "Hey, I was just playing. Welcome to town." And they kind of, "Yeah, we're just making sure you guys are, on the up and up. We get a lot of like ruffians coming through this place, and you guys have a good day." And he's then, look back to the other 3. He's like, "All right, come on, guys. These guys seem to be a-okay." And they kind of like, he turns back and winks, kind of like, and throws up the the okay symbol. And they start walking off behind this alley, like to this area, and just keep going.
I'll take note that there's ruffians around town. I might check up on it later.
Okay. All right. So as you continue to going towards the town master's hall, you can see that sign, and it says "Reward: Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within." The notice bears the town seal and an indecipherable signature beneath it.
I finally noticed where the town master hall is.
So what was that? Wyvern something?
Wyvern Tor. Wyvern Tor.
Okay.
All right. Real quick. Who here is capable of going for like an extra 20, 30 minutes past, our normal time?
I am.
I am.
Yeah,
Lucy,
sure.
Lucy, you good
Want
too?
my milk.
Okay, cool. All right, so look, we haven't taken a break yet. So let's take a quick, 15 minutes, and then we'll go for like another 45 or so after that. So, actually,
Cool.
let's see, when do we
Sounds
know?
good.
3:30? Actually, no, we'll go like maybe closer to 4 or so. So yeah, let's meet back up in about, let's see, it's 2:27, so let's say 2:30. So 2:45, 18 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
That's fine with me.
And we'll catch up in a bit.
Cool.
All right.
All right, cool.
Okay. In a bit.
Harbin Wester. That's the name that we were looking for.
Yeah, that's the one that's given by the person at the trading post.
Mm-hmm.
Which I forgot his name already.
Elmar.
Elmar, yeah, thanks. Yeah, Elmar Barthen.
The hard part is going to be when we go out to find Gundren, which I'm assuming is next. Do we bring Sildar with us because he will split XP?
No, we're doing milestone.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Then yeah, bring him.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey,
There we go.
All right, cool. So, all right, Eric and Frank. You guys are both back, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So yeah, so you're in front of the town master's hall, and
All right. So we see that bulletin board, right?
yes,
Is it like a paper or something we can take with us, or is it something more like
Yeah,
a notice for people?
yeah, it's a big sheet of heavy paper that's posted to the to the board. Yes,
But it's not something you should rip up, I assume, right?
I mean it's probably. I mean, it's there for everybody to see, but I mean,
Yeah,
it's easy.
exactly.
It's a
Okay,
piece
then
of
I'll
paper.
leave it hanging
You can
there.
take it.
Well, I'd like to go into the hall and see if Harbin is in his office or
Okay.
whatever the medieval
I will go
equivalent
with him.
office is.
I'll walk inside with Torlos.
All right. The town master's hall is small. You can see. There's a couple of cells over there. It's like a serviceable jail. The cells are empty. And it's just like a real simple place. There's like a desk. And behind it you see a rather portly, elderly gentleman dressed in nice clothing. Has some like old school round glasses, balding at the top with long. He has like the comb over, with like random stringy hair that's like coming over, and his hair looks kind of greasy. And I mean, it looks like he shaved earlier this morning, but there's already he probably got like a 7 o'clock shadow by now. And as you all enter, say, "Oh well, good day to you both. How may I help you?"
Harbin, it is.
Yes, sir. That is me.
My name is Torlos. I'm from Waterdeep, and this is my friend Fenriz. We escorted some cargo here from Neverwinter on behalf of Gundren Rockseeker.
Oh, yes, excellent, excellent.
Unfortunately, Gundren and his friend Sildar were taken hostage along the way. We managed to rescue Sildar, but Gundren was not with him.
What a truly unfortunate. The trio of Dwarven brothers have been great to this town, and they're trying to, help establish us with the mines in the local area and whatnot. Do you know if it was the goblins or the orcs that were responsible for this?
We rescued Sildar from a tribe of goblins called the Kragmaw tribe.
Oh, those filthy little creatures. Filthy, I say. I wish that all the lands would get rid of them. They're horrible, horrible for business.
They mentioned that they were led by a King Groll. Are you familiar with him?
No, I can't really say that I am. Sorry.
Did you hear about the Kragmaw tribe?
No, I really don't get too involved with the politics of the non-civilized folk around here.
Have you had issues with them before?
Not me personally, but I've heard of lots of people who have trouble with these ambushes throughout the roads and whatnot. My main concern is with the safety of this town, and they tend to stay away. Very smart of them, actually.
Is there anyone in particular you could think of that's been bothered by this tribe that might have some information?
I'm not sure offhand. My main thing that I've been worried about is the orcs of, around Wyvern Tor.
Is there anything special at Wyvern Tor?
Well, I mean, there's a big orc village coming from there, and and we have a notice outside, and I thought that's why you were coming in here.
We'll shelf that for now, but potentially. Our primary concern right now is to find Gundren.
Well, I don't blame you. I think that is a legitimate concern indeed.
Do you know where his brothers are?
No, I'm not sure. I believe if you go to maybe the Stonehill Inn or Barthen's, they might know, where they might be. I know, especially at Barthen's, they deal with the brothers.
Yeah, that's where we came from. He told that you might have more information
Oh no, I'm
to
terribly
deliver to us.
sorry.
So,
And
what is it that the Rockseeker brothers are up to here? It seems like a pretty industrious town for something so far away from the more civilized cities.
Well, yes, I mean this town was quite profitable some time ago, and then due to the I guess the raids and whatnot from these two species, things have been a little bit more difficult. But the Rockseeker family, they have found a mine, I believe, and they feel that bringing the people here to help with the prospecting and whatnot would help this town grow a bit.
Hmm.
For as I know,
See-
their interest is purely of business, but I don't really concern myself too much with that. As long as no laws are broken, then everything is good over here in my eyes.
Mhm.
I can imagine.
Do you
Having a
know if
mining
the
town.
Rockseekers have any enemies?
I'm sorry, say again.
Do you know if the Rockseekers have any enemies?
Nothing that I can think of offhand. However, I would assume that anybody who's trying to do something good will have some sort of hater somewhere.
Fair enough. Well, Harbin, it was a pleasure.
Oh yes, pleasure's all mine.
I think we'll go rejoin our companions at the inn and see if we can find out some more information.
Excellent.
I'd like to ask him as well. Earlier when we were walking here, you met up with a couple of thugs. Is this like a common issue in this place?
Those guys, they're just a local, mercenaries. They can be a little rough at times.
Well, this seemed pretty organized, and they were about to try and deal with a few travelers. I cannot imagine that's actually good for the town.
There's just, I don't know, they're really not that much trouble, really.
Can I make an insight check to see? It seems like he's kind of holding something back.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he's just, he might just be like old and nervous. Maybe he got like low blood sugar.
Interesting.
But yes, go join your friends at the inn, and when you're ready to take on this commission for the Orcs, there is a 100 gold piece reward associated with that if you can take care of the problem.
Do they have like a pamphlet or something to take with you in case show the other people?
I mean, there's we have the one posting outside. I'd rather you not take it.
All right.
But
Yeah,
just
we can-
you can always bring your
100
friends
gold
back
to
here.
kill.
Okay, that works too.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll head back to the inn and rejoin Pebbles and Lefty.
Okay, sounds good. All right, back at the inn.
Unless there's nothing else you want to do, right, Benriz?
No, not for now. To me, it just looks like he's either shifty or maybe afraid of whatever's going on in town. So, but for now, just keep it in the back of my mind in case I have to deal with these thugs again at some point.
Yeah.
So okay, so you both start heading back towards the Stonehill Inn, and okay, so Lefty and Pebbles, what's going on in there? All right, so the barkeep will go and get your fermented milk. And Lefty, what are you doing at the table?
Is he back yet?
Yeah, no, I'm back. Yeah, no. I'm looking for guys to engage in dice.
Okay, yeah, you can play with these guys, at the table and stuff. It's like, yeah, okay. What do you want to do? You want to play some dice? You want some cards? How do you want to lose your money?
Let's play some dice.
All right. It sounds good. You want to play some dice? Play with me first, but we're gonna use these dice, okay? And he slams down a couple of stone dice, on the table. He's like, these are nice and balanced and stuff. You can check them out if you like. No funny business here, okay?
I want to check them out.
All right. Let me get a. You have like proficiency in dice or anything like that?
I do. Yep.
Okay, cool. Let me get a one of those checks, and let me either use wisdom or intelligence, your choice.
I'll use intelligence.
Okay.
Regular, normal.
Yeah. You should have on your sheet on the lower left corner. You should have your proficiencies there, and it should be on the query. So go ahead and click on that. Pick intelligence.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, pick intelligence, and then. Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you look at these dice, and they seem completely legit. These are actually, very nice. Like every single corner is at a 90-degree angle. You know, you practice rolling them a little bit, and the numbers are always different. You know, so it looks like a legitimate, nice, well-balanced set of dice to you.
All right, let's get rolling.
All right. All right, cool. So, are you gonna try and do anything? Are you gonna try and cheat?
No, we haven't been in town that long, and I don't want to get run out just yet. So I think I'm gonna do straight up just gambling.
Okay. All right. So
At that point, you're the only one running out.
all right. So, you know, we'll run through a couple of rounds with you in a minute. So, you know, barkeep comes out with the milk, and you know, he it's like a carafe, and you know, he pops it open, smells it, and he like almost retches. You know, he's like, "Here, let me know if there's something you like." And then like kind of like, you know, hands this like bottle over to you, or this glass jar rather, and to you, I mean, it'll do the trick.
Fine, I just smell it. Not bad.
Hey, you can have the whole bottle. Just give me 3 copper. Yeah, take it.
Oh wait. How about I give you the best song you've ever heard in exchange of this bottle?
You're telling me? Oh, sorry, wrong one. You're telling me that you're gonna play for the whole place over here for this milk?
Yeah. I'll even throw in 2 songs.
All right, let's see what you got.
Okay, I'm not gonna sing.
I'm gonna run out of the room, by the way, so I'll be back in a bit. No,
So just be glad with that. Just be glad that I'm not gonna sing.
Yeah,
So I just give him the epic stories of George and his being the sidekick of Mighty Sir something, Sir Warner. And it's like a long poem. Everybody knows the story, but I put my own twerks and stories into it. And yeah.
Okay.
I have to roll?
Let me get a performance check, please.
Where's the performance? Oh.
Okay. All right. You know, you're there, and you tell me your story, and it just doesn't. You know, it's not like pissing anybody off, but people just seem like rather apathetic to your performance. You know, they're just continuing, going about their business. People are eating, drinking, you know, stuff like that. All right, back at the table. All right, short stuff. How much you want to put on each of these rounds here?
Let's see how much money I got there. Chisel chest. I got 15 gold. Why don't we do a gold piece around?
Gold piece around, huh? I'll tell you what, let's make it interesting. How about 5?
Ooh, someone really wants to go home to their wife without any money. Sounds great. Let's do it.
All right. All right, cool. Yeah, so, you know, he puts like 50 silver pieces, you know, in 5 stacks of 10. And he's like, all right, put them up and you roll. You roll first.
So what am I rolling?
We're just going to roll 3d6, you know, and if you're not going to cheat or anything, then, yeah, you can either roll 3d6 or you can roll your dice proficiency using dexterity.
Yeah, I'll take the dexterity.
All right, roll up. You got to roll higher than him.
Ah!
Hey, easy money.
Who's laughing at me?
I heard somebody laugh in the background. That's great. He's like, easy money. You know, so he leaves the silver coins out and pockets the 5 gold.
Do it up.
Going again, eh? All right. Let's do it. I'm not buying you any food, so make sure you got some money for food.
All right, let's do it again. Dexterity.
All right, go for it.
There we go.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, see, now I have to make him roll because he can't beat you otherwise. He needs a natural 20 to beat you. or to match. Okay. He's like, oh, all right. I see. Let's do everything. Come on, put your balls on the table.
How much are my balls worth?
15 gold in this case.
Woo! Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, cool. And let me get perception checks from both Pebbles and Lefty. Lucy, you there?
Oh, one moment.
I'm sorry. Just adjusting my money, apparently. I hadn't done that. Yeah, sorry, you asked something?
Yeah, let me get a perception check, please.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. All right, Lucky, roll up again.
For my roll?
Yes.
Yeah, natural 20.
Oh, shit. You know, I heard that halflings were lucky, and I guess you are. Good game, man. Good game. And he'll pull out, another 100 pieces of silver and put them all on the table.
So I won 100 silver pieces, right?
150 total.
150, all right.
Yeah, easy money. He's like, I like you. What are you doing in town?
We were dropping off some gear and for a friend of ours, but one of them got kidnapped, so now we're hanging around in town trying to see if someone will pay us a bounty to win him back.
You lost a friend, and you're hoping somebody will give you money to find your friend?
Yeah, it doesn't sound as nice when you say it, but when I say it, it sounds kind of normal.
Yeah. Tomato, potato, right?
Yeah, exactly. Tomato, tomato.
Oh, tomato, tomato. No, tomato, potato. All right. As you two are like just taking in the crowd, you got Pebbles over there by the fireplace, telling her stories to nobody who's listening, and we got Lucky over here, getting friendly with local at the table and stuff, and let's see. I'm going to whisper each of you a rumor that you hear.
So by now, I guess me and Torlos made it to the inn?
Yeah, and as that's happening, you two will enter the place, the Stonehill Inn.
Okay.
Let's see, give me 1 second. Lucky. That's so weird. Come on.
Because I was wondering, because Pebbles mentioned the second performer she wanted to start, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll get that in there too.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, let's see. Don't mind me, I can't spell. Okay. So what was the second thing you wanted to do, Pebbles?
Sorry. Yeah, so this I see it's a tough crowd today. So this is not exactly to your liking. And perhaps I can change that with my second poem/performance.
You hear somebody screaming
And
out in the background, "Play Freebird!"
I guess I could do that, but
And-
I was thinking starting like the stories of Sir Charles. And these stories, of course, Sir Charles was a figure, but throughout the years, of course, there's always like this racier version of the people's heroic acts and so on. So I play that, which is also kind of like it goes into more of the romantic adventures within the saving damsels in distress and so on.
All right.
So
Go ahead and roll.
And
Can I say
I wanna-
something?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
What?
Because am I in the tavern at this point?
Well, I mean, she'll start. Well, actually, yeah, you would be. But go ahead and roll up though.
Hold
Because I
on.
want to do something now before
to
this
help?
happens.
Okay.
Yeah, to help.
Sure. You
'Cause
see,
the moment-
see her over there. Trying to get the attention of the crowd, and it isn't working too well.
Oh.
So what do you want to do?
Because I'm wondering, in a tavern, are there like lights, for example, or like candles or
Yeah, there
something
are
or
a couple
something
of
like that?
candles and a couple lanterns.
Because I like to stand somewhere in the back, but like quite unnoticeable, and
Mhm.
use my cantrip to like suddenly brighten the lights or change the colors or something like that during the story, depending on what's happening.
So, well, what do you want to do?
I
What
probably
color-
would like to
what
suddenly
color?
like flare up all the lights of the candles to the brighten them make them flicker and stuff like that, if possible.
I'll tell you what. Let me get an insight check from you to see if you
Okay.
can follow this story,
Okay.
like improv it. Let me get a DC 12.
oh, that.
Oh, you just made it. All right, cool. So roll your pebbles. Roll your performance with advantage.
all right.
Perfect. I was gonna buy the house around to help out, but he just lit a candle. We're all
Oh,
set.
sweet. Yeah, this story seems to be a lot more captivating, and it definitely helps with
Of course it is.
the special effects that are taking place, and people are ooh, wow, and there's a woman or whatever. He's like, he sounds dreamy, and just random stuff. All right, so you're doing that. All right, Torlos, what would you like to do? While this is taking place, you see Lefty hanging out at a table, playing some dice games with a couple of people, and yeah.
Toros.
Frankie.
Sorry, I didn't realize I muted myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
no worries.
I'm gonna grab some food,
Mhm.
whatever. Probably we'll say a steak.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask them what types of rooms they have, and I'm gonna show them the little noble ring, and say like, make sure it's your best one. Kind of be a little bit of a dick about it.
All right. Let me get a quick. Let me get a general charisma check to see if they can recognize that your name or who you are. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm real-
Yeah, I mean it's very obvious. He's like a Waterdamian noble,
Okay.
you know.
Oh, wow. I'm honored that you'd come here to the Stonehill Inn. I really hope that the rooms we have here are good enough for you. We're a pretty simple establishment, but it's on the house, so don't even worry about it. Here's a key, and I hope it's to your liking. Food's on the house too.
Sounds good. And then I'll probably clap for the performance because even I found it was good.
Okay.
With high noble standards. And enjoy it. I'll probably want to talk to the rest of the group once we're done having a good time.
All right. Cool. All right. Pebbles, roll a 1d6, please. All right. You get a total of, let's say, 20 copper pieces and 2 silver pieces, kind of like offered as like tips and stuff for your story.
How many copper pieces? Sorry.
20. Yeah, 20 copper and 2 silver.
Thank you. I courtesy very much around. Thank you very much.
And they clap, you know.
Yeah. I flash my feline grin to everyone, and they love me.
Are you gonna like stop and join the party, or? Or you want to keep performing?
No, I'll keep performing. Definitely. With my bottle was already half, so I'm kind of saving it.
Okay.
This was
alright,
hard earned. But
Cool.
yeah, I'll keep
Yeah,
performing.
You hear that? The same voice in the background. Play Freebird. All right, so you keep.
All right.
All right, so Fenrir's on. Everybody can, I guess, this guy who was playing with Lucky. He's like, I'm Jimmy Two Toes. Welcome to Fendelin, and I'm gonna go handle some business, but I'll catch up with you. I like you. You're a good guy. What's your name?
I'm Lefty, brother. Take care.
Lefty.
And
Good stuff. Good stuff. I like that. That's a good name, Lefty. All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, he'll shake your hand, and obviously his hand's a lot bigger than yours, so he kind of like wraps around your whole hand, and he's like, yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. Give me a chance to earn that money back.
What's that?
So give me a chance to earn that money back.
Bring it on. I'm always around.
All right. See you soon.
Got it.
And then he'll like leave with a couple of buddies and stuff like that. So you three could be at a table, and a barmaid will, she'll bring up the Torlos's food and a nice wine. Nothing too fancy, but it's not to your standards, but it's you can tell there's effort put into selection. And she's like, oh, you have some friends with you. What can I get you?
Yeah, and I'll look around. What would everybody like?
I'll take an ale. Where's it on your tab?
Okay, yeah, house ale. That's fine. We have a good house ale. What about food? Are you like more of a veggie person, or you want some like meat, potatoes?
Meat. I have a meat dish.
All right. Oh yeah, she'll take your orders and whatever you want, and all right, I'll be back shortly if you need anything. Just my name is Elsa, and just raise your hand and I'll come and serve you. She'll kind of like skip off or whatever. And this is half elven female, shoulder length brown curly hair, brown eyes. She has like olive skin with some freckles, and her clothing, she's just wearing like a simple, like a peasant dress, a barmaid's dress, a corset, underbust, and a nice long skirt, things like that. So yeah. All right. So what's going on at the table?
Yeah, I'll catch everyone up on what Harbin said about the option for a bounty for the orcs in Wyvern Tor, and then how he mentioned that there were other people that had issues with goblins, and that we should, try and find out who else had those issues, because probably would not be the first. Somebody around here will know more about the Kragmaw tribe. And also that I didn't really like Harbin. I'll probably point that out, that he seemed shifty. Okay. I couldn't quite figure it out, but there's something more to him than he was letting on. But, we didn't really talk to him for very long, so I couldn't really figure it out.
We can always go back and ask and try to push him a bit more. Maybe he will break.
Well, to give you guys a heads up, a rumor I heard while playing dice is that there's a guy called Darren Eatermath, who's the orchard keeper, used to be an adventurer in the area, and he might actually know a lot more than we're getting on the street.
I'd point out that it might be worth it to go talk to Gundren's brothers as well. If they're camped outside of town, right? So we should probably try and find them. Maybe go check out the miners' exchange.
Do we kind of know what is in town right now, or
Say again?
Or do we kind of know what's in town right now? Like, did we make like a circle in town and see what everything is, where everything is? Or
Well, no. You guys did Barthen's. You beelined it to Stonehill and the Townmasters.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say we don't know about. Do we know there's a minus exchange?
No.
Oh, okay. I just saw it on the map and assumed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, the only thing you would have seen from where you are is the Lion Shield Coster. And that is a only because it was
Grocer, right?
The Lion Shield Coster over here. Right.
Did we see what they're selling when we were passing through the Townmaster's Hall and back?
Oh no, I mean it was just like a building, but you saw. Let's see. It looks like some kind of trading post, even though but it's smaller than Barthen's. Like Barthen's is
Okay.
the largest trading post, but hanging above the front door over there was a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it, and it said the Lion Shield Coster in letters.
I'll ask the bartender, the owner of the inn. I'll ask him. I'm trying to find Nundro and Thornton Rockseeker. I'm friends of their brother Gundren. Do you know where they are?
No, I haven't seen them at all in a while. Well, yeah, I know who they are, but I haven't seen them in a while. I think they were probably out of town somewhere. Maybe they're going back to the mine.
Do you know where their mine is?
Yeah, south. It's further south into the hills.
Do you know how far?
No, I've not been there myself, but there's a road going south.
Anybody we could talk to in town that would be able to pinpoint us so we're not wandering in the woods looking for them?
Oh yeah, you can go check out the miners' exchange.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
There you go. And I know pointed. He's like, it's a little further down past the Townmaster's Hall to the south.
Good to know.
Can we also ask him about where the orchard is mentioned by Lefty? Because I don't know if we know where what is currently located.
It's like, the orchard. If you go back to the beginning of town where you came in, there's a road going to the west. So from
How
there
did you know where we came in?
It's the only place you can come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you came from the mines, you would have known about that. So
That's
yeah,
true.
so just north of Barthen's, that first left turn, you're gonna take that and wrap around. That'll take you to the orchard. But it's kind of late.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of these places we're all shutting down pretty soon. I mean, I'm open because, people like to drink and eat and sleep and whatnot. But the other places, you might be best off checking them in the morning.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I'm gonna raise my hand and try to get Elsa's attention.
Yeah, she acknowledges you, and she's dealing with other patrons, and just kind of holds up a finger,
Fair enough.
She'll be there in a moment.
Which finger?
The right index finger. Yeah, and she'll come over eventually. Is Pebbles? Are you doing anything else? Or are you still working on the performances?
No, I am. I am still. What I do is what I like. Now that I've got a little bit of their attention, I don't do things halfway. So.
All right, cool. Let me get another performance check from you, please.
Oh God. Ah.
13.
What the hell?
No, I mean, the people are getting a little tired. You can assume that they've just been out working all day. There are people, some people who are still, captivated by your performance. Some people, they just kind of drifted off and they're just, talking amongst their own table, or some people might leave. Not that you're making them leave; they've just concluded their business here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you still do have a little bit of an audience who's interested in your tales. So
Yeah, these are actually my good roles. Oh, supposedly.
You're right. So, okay. So what else is going on? What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm sorry. Eventually, Elsa comes over. She runs and your food will be out shortly. Is there something else that you need in the meantime?
Of course, love. I'd like to buy a round for the bar and a round for you to come and sit and chat with us.
Oh wow. I'm really not allowed to drink on the job, but I do get off in a couple of hours. Let me get a general charisma check from you.
All right. Lefty.
Come on, crit fail.
You bastard.
A 5.
Close enough.
Yeah, I get off in a few hours. Let me think about that. And she kind of walks off, almost
You didn't
Mild-
jingle your coin purse enough.
mildly
Strong enough.
mildly offended.
Yeah, I'd be offended too if I had to listen to that cat sing.
And she mumbles. She's like, it'll be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. And
I think I need to do a morale check so I don't kill myself.
Want a song? Want me to play a cheer up song?
so she'll go and she grabs everybody's food and she comes back and kind of like she's like, all right, I hope everything's okay, and she kind of like scanters off really quick.
But I still want to buy a round of beers for the bar.
Around the beers. All right.
So how much that cost?
Let's say 3 silver pieces.
That was easy.
Yeah. Just cheap, like, house sales or whatever. That'll cover like 30 bucks. And, the bartender, he's like, hey, he's buying a round on the, on the house for everybody. And whoever's there is like, yay, stuff like that. So.
All right. Next.
Next. All right. Does anybody want to do anything special for the evening, or are you gonna all like go to rest, or what do you want to do?
I think at this point, after finishing my ale, slowing down the table, I'll go to the inn master and ask for a room, if I don't have one already.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Each room is 2 silver pieces, right?
Or 2 silver pieces.
Mhm.
And head off to my room and sleep it off for the day. It's been quite long.
All right. Cool. Yeah. He gives you a key, and the room is it's kind of simple. Maybe like a 10 by 10 square or something. It has a single bed in the corner. There's a desk with a simple chair. There's like a couple of candles. And one inside of a holder. There's a small foot locker, next to the bed, and window looking outside. It's a quaint room. It's nothing too fancy, but it'll definitely serve its purpose. You go take your armor off or whatever, and you lay down in the bed, and it's a lot more comfortable than anything you slept on in the last week or so. Okay.
Feels good.
All right. You doze off. What's everybody else doing?
My background as an entertainer to get a free room, because I did perform
Okay.
for the most of it.
Yep, that'll work. That'll work. They'll give you a, guy negotiates with you. He's like, normally you gotta. Oops, that's the wrong accent. Normally you gotta perform for the whole day to get paid. So if you, think of some stories while you're sleeping, and maybe help perform for the breakfast run, and I'll give you the room.
And that's the deal.
All right. Yep, come pick up your key whenever you're ready, and see you in the morning.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's that. What about the others?
I'm gonna ask for the finest room he has, and that I would like someone to bring me a beer every 20 minutes until I'm asleep.
All right. Let me get a persuasion check from you.
God damn it!
Sorry, sir. The finest room is already taken. And as bring your ale every X amount of time, we can do that. That's no problem. It might be easier for me to just put the keg in your room if you want to buy the whole thing.
That sounds wonderful. What's the keg cost?
All right. They get mini cakes here, and this will probably cover you for the first hour or so. Let's see, half a gold, 5 silver.
I'll give you 5 silver.
All right, and then
Does that include the room, or is that just for the keg?
well, no, the room is another 3 for you.
All right, done.
All right, gives you a key, and he's like, I'll have Elsa bring up your cake in a bit.
Thanks.
No, not
Goes
gonna make another
upstairs, knowing
attempt.
he's going upstairs all defeated and struck out.
All right, yeah, watch your step there. All right, let's see. So that's Fen. Torlos has the nice room. Yeah, and your room, when you get there, it's a simple room, same description, 10 foot by 10, whatever. And Torlos, what are you doing?
Probably get like a room with a hammock or something, because it's the free room.
Torlos, doing anything special for the rest of the night? Frank, are you muted again?
I think he's muted.
I'm so afraid. I heard that ice cream truck that came by, and it's super annoying because it has the entertainer is their song, and I've never seen it before, but that's why I keep muting myself so that
Because he now realizes it.
The entertainer.
Yeah.
We used to have
So
an ice cream truck over here that would play J-Lo. It was the funniest thing. But nothing compares to Mr. Softy. All right,
and it's weird. Yeah. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna, go to bed. He's thinking about things because there's something like that's missing here that seems like it's, I don't know, like he's missing something. There's like a story going on, and he's kind of like sitting in his bed, laying back, like, what am I missing? There's something going on here that he can't figure out. And it's kind of eating at him.
Okay. All right. Playing through the events that occurred.
Yeah.
The people.
And I mean, like, his whole thing is he's being an adventurer to get involved in something big, because his family is like he's got 8 brothers and sisters that are all more important than him.
Yeah, you're trying to prove yourself and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So like he's looking for this, and he's trying to figure it out.
All right. Yeah, as you're like drifting off, you're thinking, and you come to the conclusion that if you're gonna be an adventurer, you're gonna have to adventure. And just go out there, meet people, ask questions, and things should fall into place. All right, and you drift off. All right, Pebs, are you doing anything special before you turn in?
No, not really.
She's polishing her line.
I signed some autographs.
Okay. Yeah. You'll get a human comes by and
Or I do some socializing. So yeah, tomorrow breakfast I'll do. You have any special requests? Sure, of course.
Blazer
Whatnot.
Found out exactly one fan that is screaming that the entire time.
Actually, yeah. Let me get a general charisma check from you. Not a save, just a check.
From me?
Yes.
So I just press on the charisma.
Correct. Oh, nice. Yeah, that person who was requesting Freebird, seems to fancy you a bit, and comes and, he's like, hello, ma'am. Would you mind signing my mug for me, please?
Oh, I flash him like this very wide grin. Why, of course.
You can see him. He's starting to sweat a little bit. He's kind of nervous. He's like trying to work through this little panic attack that he's having because he's starstruck.
I lean a little bit closer. So, and what is your name?
Hold on one second. I'm giving him a con save DC 10.
Oh God.
He passes out.
Not gonna faint, is he?
Yeah, he passes out.
Oh no. I just look perplexed at him. Oh my, that did not go as planned.
Elsa comes and runs over, Oh dear. Wow. I'm sure he'll be okay. She gets some water, from a pitcher that she was carrying, and dips a rag into it and starts kind of brushing his forehead.
Yeah, I'll just pick up the mug and sign whatever, the little doodle of something.
That's cool. How are you gonna do it? Are you gonna use like ink, or are you gonna scratch it in?
No,
What do you want to do?
yeah, no, I'm gonna use my claws.
Oh, that's so cool. All right, let me get a let me get a quick dexterity check from you, please. Oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah,
whatever it is that
full
you
on comic
draw.
strip around the mug.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever you wind up doing, it looks beautiful. You know. Yeah. There you go. And yeah. Anything else?
Just another fan, and I just go to my to my room.
Okay. Yeah. Your room. You know, you're not given a crappy room. You know. It's the same
Oh,
as
okay.
everybody else's. You know. Including Torlos's. You know. Simple room. You know. This place. It's not exceptionally fancy by any means, but you know, it's not like low end either. You know, just kind of average or whatever. Especially for a remote town like this. You know, it's decent. You know.
Yeah.
And everybody wakes up in the morning. You know, fully rested. You hear, you know, roosters in the distance, and you know, an occasional, you know, dog running around barking. There's birds, and you know, yeah, it's morning. What are you all doing?
First thing I probably do is go downstairs and ask if we could have someone to help me put my armor back on. Because it's quite heavy taking it off and on again. Off is easier than putting it back on. Right?
What'd you say you had, Elsa?
Sure. I'll ask Elsa if she's
Okay,
nearby.
let me get a persuasion check from you.
Let's see.
Got an 11. I'd love to help you, but I really don't know how to do this, and I'd hate for you to be like in danger and it falls apart or something.
I highly doubt that would happen, but
All right.
I will walk up to the inn owner
Mhm.
and ask if there's anybody that can help me out.
Oh, okay. He will find somebody to help. You know, like a busboy or something.
That's fine.
He's like, "Hey, Randy, come and learn yourself something. Help this man put his armor on." You know, and then you know, Randy's like, "Yes, sir. I'll help you. Yeah, that's cool. Are you a knight?" You know, and he's kind of like, you know, doing whatever it is that you tell him to do, and he'll help you put that armor on. What's everybody else doing?
Lefty's throwing up in the chamber pot because he's had a rough night of self-loathing.
I'm doing my morning cat stretches.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Torlos,
getting ready to go down to perform during breakfast, of course.
Torlos will just go down to the, I guess, you know, the eating area and get some breakfast and kind of wait for everybody, mostly Lefty, to get their shit together. And
All right.
Oh, and I will hand the boy.
he's kind of like sitting there eating, I guess, probably something like porridge or something simple, like stewing over what the hell is going on.
Yeah, I mean they have great breakfast here. You know, eggs, bacon, you know, home fries. You know, there's like cornbread and you know veggies. So yeah, breakfast here is.
Be hungry over here.
Yeah. Fenris, what were you saying?
I hand the boy for helping me 20 coppers
20 coppers.
pieces.
His eyes get huge. He's like, "Oh my god, where'd you get all this money?"
Let's just say adventuring can be a dangerous business, but it can also be really rewarding.
I want to be an adventurer when I grow up.
Just don't take an arrow to the knee. No.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, after you give him his coins and stuff, he kind of runs over, you know, to behind the counter, and he's talking, you know, with the barkeep, and they're all excited, and you know, barkeep looks over to you and he smiles, you know, kind of nods his head, you know.
And I give him a smile and a nod back, and then head off to the dinner or the eating area.
All right. Yeah. So you know, Elsa comes and she'll bring everybody whatever kind of breakfast and stuff you want. It's gonna be, let's say, 3 copper pieces, you know, for breakfast. Torlos, you're covered, and Pebbles, they're gonna bring you stuff for you to like munch on, I guess, like, you know, while you're performing, you know. So whatever it is you want, you know, maybe some more milk, I don't know, couple of like chicken on a stick. I don't know, whatever you feel like eating.
Yeah, some drumsticks, definitely some sausages and so on. Some
Yeah, all kinds
carnivorous
of cool,
type of diet
breakfast
meat
meats and stuff.
breakfast.
Yeah.
No milk though.
No milk this time. Okay, that's cool.
No fermented milk in the morning.
No, regular milk. Regular milk. But I mean, yeah, whatever you want, they'll bring it to you. And then let me get a performance check from you, please.
Oh, the morning brings.
No,
I was about to say help out,
That's
but
not
nah.
bad. You know, the crowd.
Yeah, but
They don't seem like too excited. You know, you can tell everybody's still waking up. You know, most of the people who are gonna work are probably already at work. So the people who are still here, you know, they're either running late or, you know, things like that. But you know, yeah, it's fine. It's not fantastic. Your fanboy's not there right now. You know, and yeah, so yeah, you spend some time. You all eat breakfast. You know, you perform for a little bit, and yeah. What would you all like to do?
Yeah, I'd want to gather everybody up and ask them, "Hey, what's our play here? Where do we want to go first? We have a few options. You know, we could go to Eatermath or down to the Miners Exchange. We could try and go push the Harbin, I guess it is, again. You know, he wants to get moving. He's, I don't know, restless, I guess. You know, you can kind of tell he's got like the draconic eyes are kind of like fiery.
Let's wherever you want to go first. Where are we going to go?
oh, such a ladies' man. Classy.
Lefty starts to cry.
It gets
and I'm not
also
even
so
using
right for you.
vicious mockery. No, I'm wasting all my insults on the halfling.
So where are we heading to? Where are we going?
So what
What do you-
were our options?
Well, we could. Sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, either I think our options are like the orchard for the adventure, the former adventure, the Miners Exchange to see if we can find the other two rock seekers, or go to see if we could talk to Harbin again at the Town Master's Hall and get more information out of him.
Why don't we go clockwise? It looks like the orchard's closest. We could go to the orchard and then swing down to the Miners Exchange and then come up and talk to the brothers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll go to the orchard first.
Sure.
That's fine with me.
Oh.
Cool.
So, we can collectively as a group go to the orchard.
Yes.
Or should I?
Yeah, so you all go, you know, north uptown through the main road and then make that left over and wrap yourself around. You know, it takes a good, 10, 15 minutes or whatever to walk around and you're looking and you see a bunch of kids and, you know, well, not a bunch, but, you know, you see a few kids and, you know, they're chasing like a stray dog and, you know, things like that or whatever. So as you approach, you know, this area, you see a simple, you know, structure, and there's a bunch of trees and whatnot around it, and you can see a couple of people, you know, tending them, and you know, they're kind of like picking fruits, things like that. It's an apple orchard, and you see a half-elven woman, you know, who kind of stands out amongst everybody else. You know, she has like silvery hair. She seems very fit. And she's kind of like, you could tell she's in charge. She's looking at baskets and pointing and, you know, sending people here and there and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. And she notices as you approach, you know, and kind of looks at you curiously.
Yeah. Well, do we know her name or the person we're looking for here?
Yeah, his name is Darren Eatermath.
Darren. Okay, yeah. or she, I guess. I guess we'll go up and ask her. Hey, we're looking for Darren Eatermath.
And you are?
We're a group of adventurers that just came to town. We heard that Darren would have some information about the goings on of the area. We're looking for work, I guess you could say.
Let me get a persuasion check from you.
Oh, natural one.
Yeah.
What kind of work are you looking for? You want to pick some apples? I can give you each 2 copper pieces a day.
That's not exactly what we were looking for. No, we ran into some goblins on the way here, and we're trying to find out more information about their group. They called themselves the Cragmaw Tribe. We heard Darren was a former adventurer, and being a former adventurer, you might have some ideas as to where they could be headquartered. Where they have their camps, any sort of information like that.
Well, I'm Darren.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Darren.
I'm sure it is. I'm not really an adventurer anymore. I just keep an eye on the town and I do simple things here. So I'm not sure if I can really, if you want to pick some apples, 2 copper a day each.
So you don't know anything of the goblins that have been bothering people in the area?
I mean, goblins are always, bothering people in the area. That's what they do. They don't believe in honest work.
That's true.
But then again, I'm not sure how appealing 2 copper pieces a day is either.
What about those thugs in the red cloak? Have you seen them in town before?
Red brands. Ruffians.
So they're a group in town that have been, criminals, you would say?
It's really not my place to say. I'm not with the law over here.
But they bother people.
But they are definitely ruffians, and if I tell you what, you're not here to pick apples, are you?
No.
All right. Well,
Carlos just looks at his clothes. He's got these nice robes and the family sigil on his ring, and he's like, "Do I look like a day laborer?"
Right. She's definitely picking up on your arrogance,
Yeah.
as a reflection of that nat 1 you rolled.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are you sure dealing with ruffians is of your station? She's kind of being a little snooty.
Well, they tried to rob me, so
that means they failed. If they tried, that means they failed.
That is true, but I don't appreciate the attempt, and I don't expect it'll be the last time they do either.
Can I say something in when I
go ahead.
about this? Because this part of my faction partial as well. I do promote justice, and seeing being attacked by thugs, I'm assuming it's quite common ground. This happens to travelers and maybe even townspeople. Maybe they're even under some sort of protection money. So I'm wondering, is it an actual issue in town that they're wide scale, or is it small scale? Because I'm assuming it's quite big, and if they're where they are,
if they have a name about it, that people refer to them as, and it doesn't just seem like a couple of guys that are ne'er do wells. It seems like organized criminal gang.
Right. All right, Fenris, let me get a persuasion check from you, please.
Okay. That's intimidation. That's up with a 6.
11. Okay. You speak of justice. Tell me of this. How do you dispense justice? And like, she kind of like puts her hand on her hip, and she's looking at you like kind of like pretty intently, like she's really interested to hear what you have to say on the subject.
Well, either the methods are quite different. At first, I'll probably try to persuade them to change their ways and try to send them to jail if they do comply. And if they do not wish to side with the law, then I'm willing to go a step further and enforce the law on them.
She kind of like raises an eyebrow and like offers a smug smile, kind of tilts her head and like nods. You know, she's like, guess there's one way to prove that, huh? You know, I'll tell you what. You're not here to pick apples, right? I know that. I wouldn't want to get Lord whoever you are dirty. And you know what? I think you should go teach those ruffians a lesson. You go ahead and take care of them. I might be able to help you out with something.
I comply and agree, and it should be dealt with rather quicker than letting it fester around and let it grow into an actual problem beyond the magnitude of a town, or actually maybe an army or whatever to wipe them out or get rid of them.
I don't think they're organized enough to have to, call an army on them. But I know they tend to frequent the Sleeping Giant Tap. If you go like to the Stonehill Inn and then you go east, just past it, there's another little rundown shithole that they like to call home. You might want to go, do something over there. And it's time that somebody took a stand up against their leader, Glassstaff. He needs to be taught a lesson.
I completely agree. I'll make a note of the Sleeping Giant, and I'll look at the party and see what they intend to, if they have anything else to ask. So otherwise, I might prepare myself for perhaps a tough battle.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. That was
So we're doing this for information, correct? Not money.
yes.
All right.
Correct.
That disappointment.
Oh, we're going to a bandit hideout, so maybe there's stuff there. You never know.
Yeah.
Trying to convince Lefty to stay with us,
So I guess the real question is, do we want to go do that right now, or do we want to go hit up the miners' exchange first?
I say we go wipe them out while it's still daylight.
I think we have time to do. I mean, it's probably 100 feet, or not 100 feet, probably like 500 feet here from. Not even, yeah. So like we probably that's like an hour to walk over to the miners' exchange. And talk to them, and then go up to the Sleeping Giant. I mean,
no, not even. I mean, you guys can walk about like 3 miles an hour. So a mile.
well, I mean, an hour including talking to the people at the Miners' Exchange and walking to the Sleeping Giant. So it's only like 9 in the morning probably. So we got plenty of time in the day to go there first. But it's up to you guys.
You never know what's going to happen at the miners' exchange. We could be tied up on something all day there, and then they go out carousing or looting or whatnot, and we've missed our opportunity.
Okay, then let's see if we can tackle these brigands.
Cracking some skulls before noon. Perfect.
Great way to work a hangover.
You rolling all your attacks on disadvantage, by the way, because you're drunk.
Thanks.
Not drunk, just hungover.
Which might be even worse in that case. You better get an extra drink and.
All right, so we head over to the Sleeping Giant then.
We have 1 vote for the miner, 1 vote for the Sleeping Giant. Pebbles and.
I'm said that was fine to mete out justice, so I'm okay going to the Sleeping Giant.
Go.
All right, great.
Cracking skulls.
All right. So that's it then. Sleeping Giant.
Sleeping
Skull
giant.
crack time. Dispense some justice.
Is that where everybody's going? Sleeping giant.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. Let's go to Sleeping Giant. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out the token to the group token.
That's fine.
And
Because I couldn't even select mine anymore for some reason.
and then I will
Wow.
scale it down.
We took over the sleeping giant, by the way.
We ate a little too much last night, I guess.
All right. So you all travel over through the streets. I mean, are you going like along the roads, or are you gonna cut across town green, or like what are you trying to do?
We'll follow the roads. We don't want to
Yeah.
go in people's yards.
All right. Cool.
I'll probably walk like that.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. So you're walking for 10, 15 minutes or so, casually, just like kind of taking in the sights. As you're walking down the road and you hit this area, you can hear, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, and like as you look over, you could see, blacksmith, working on some hooves. You see other people tending to horses, and they're reshoeing them. So it's definitely like a smithy area, and a couple of humans there. They're making spear tips and arrowheads and simple weapons and things like that. You pass over that, wrap around the Shrine of Luck is to the right. Oh, sorry about that.
Like
Let me figure
with
out
the
what's
Shrine
going
of
on with
Luck,
the dog.
for example. Can I ask something about it?
Say again.
Because, like from the religion's perspective, something
Shrine of
like getting a definition, for example.
Okay. Yeah. Let me.
Is
get,
that possible, or do you
get
don't
a-
do that at the shrine?
Well, let me get a religion check real quick.
Okay. Sheet. Religion. What's up with the 11? It's the
11.
third one in a row.
You recognize this as like a very simple holy area for the goddess Tomorrow, which is kind of like the goddess of luck and adventurers. As far as like any kind of services, you'd have to go in there and ask. But like based on the size of this thing, you can assume that just it's going to be relatively simple. They might offer some like minor healing. You might be able to buy some healing potions there. Maybe holy water. You can definitely get your little your paper with the scriptures on it. Stuff like that. But
Okay.
you just have to actually go there and figure out what's going on.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind then. So for healing and the simple things.
You continue walking through the streets, and you pass a couple of buildings. Some of them you could tell they're being rebuilt. Like this building right here is in ruins. The other ones surrounding it, they kind of like seem like they're being rebuilt slowly. This one over here is in ruins still. You can see over here, like this whole area, all of these buildings, they look pretty nasty. Big holes in roofs and just like crates, and like nobody's taking care of the grounds around it. And as you approach what you would assume is the sleeping giant, you can see this like little watering hole looks like crap. It's gonna be like seedy, and it seems kind of dirty. And you see like 4 humans, it's like sitting out on the front stoop, on the front porch, and they're sitting on like these barrels and stuff, and and one of them hops off. He's like, "Hey, look what we got here! Look at these puppies coming through town." And he spits on the floor like, "What are you doing over here?"
I don't feel offended because I'm not the size of a puppy.
Well, I am, so
Hey.
I am offended.
Who are you calling a dog?
Is there something for me to hide behind to go into stealth?
Being halflings have a special ability where you can hide behind other people as long as they're medium sized or above. So if you'd like to hide behind somebody else in the group, you can certainly do that.
I'm going to hide behind. Well, Fenris is the tank, though, right?
Yeah.
Fenris
Alright,
has the
so-
armor on. Yes.
I'm hiding behind Torlos.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll your hide. Roll your stealth check, please.
All right. Stealth.
Roll your hide armor.
11.
Damn,
11's
Yeah.
everywhere. What the hell?
that's the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 6 have been 11s.
Oh, look. Okay, they don't notice you.
All right.
You got lucky. All right. Yeah, so you're there, and they're like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? You come over here to bark at us?" Rope, 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 rope. You know, and they're kind of like, the other guys in the background are kind of, trying to instigate and stuff. And
If I look,
go ahead.
if I'm looking at them, are they like wearing the red cloaks?
Yeah.
So we can assume they're part of the thugs/mercenaries we met before.
Correct. Yep, they're wearing these grimy red cloaks. You could tell these guys have either been up all night, or they woke up like super early, which is less likely. And they look kind of dirty and stuff. And they have these grimy red cloaks, and they got hands on weapons. That like they have like resting on the pommel, like they'll have like little short swords or whatever. Still in the sheath, and their hands are on it. And the other three hop off, and they start kind of coming to the edge, of the porch. And they look like, they don't seem to care for the visit.
Oh, I keep my hand on a blade to be ready in any case, and I'll talk to them saying, I've been hearing about crimes. Your people with the similar dresses as you has been trying to rob us, and
Who tried to rob you?
do you even remember any of them? How they looked like, or if they had any distinctions ever?
No, they just like random, nondescript human ruffians, thugs.
I'll just say it could even be you. If it be you, how many people do I see right now? 4,
There are
5?
There are 4.
Okay. Could have been you 4 that tried to rob us before while we're heading to the town hall.
Look. If it was one of us 4, we wouldn't have failed.
Well,
Let me show you,
You guys
what I'm
were-
talking about. And then, like, they all draw their swords. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, or today's session.
All right.
Because you might need the Dark Elf.
maybe,
You got
who
me.
knows. Hiding behind the one furthest away, huh?
So actually, since they don't see you there, let me make a note of that. Hold on.
Yeah, because I can fire from sneak attack.
luckily Not seen. Hiding behind. Was it Fenris?
No.
He's hiding behind me, Cholos.
Torlos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Behind.
I would also like to make a note that I want to try and intimidate them to surrender and be taken in to jail.
Well, I mean, we'll do that next session.
Okay.
We'll roll initiative, and then we'll just figure out what everybody's gonna do. So, hope you all have fun today. I think it was great because you guys did a lot of role playing. So that was really cool. I like seeing you guys, step out of comfort zones and getting yourself immersed in the game. And yeah, we didn't do any combat today, did we? I don't
No.
remember.
No.
Combat. Yeah, this was a role playing session.
Fenris
fun.
scared them away.
Yeah. Yep. The mighty paladin. So so you figured out today how to level up. Picking out your spells. You're trying to generate adventure leads. Picking up clues. Doing all different types of things. Pebbles wind up picking up a fanboy.
Oh yeah.
Lefty wind up
Blue balls.
offending the barmaid. Yeah, and,
But winning a lot of silver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, you did
Yeah.
make some money.
And Fenris laughing at Lefty really loudly through the other mic.
Yeah. So, any questions before we sign off? Or?
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Great.
No, everything's cool.
Yeah, good fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very
Thank
cool.
you all.
So I tell you what, since today was role playing, I want all of you. You should get inspiration, right? And the way that
Ooh.
works is go on your character sheets, and I'm gonna give Negator inspiration also, just so he doesn't feel left out when he gets back. That's your wedding gift, on your sheet, on the upper left corner underneath your name, you're gonna see something that says inspiration. All right, it's gonna be right underneath the public and 2 GM buttons. Go ahead and click that, and you're gonna get like a little swirly dragon or something. And what you can do with that is you can use that to re-roll any d20. So if you make an attack roll or a saving throw or whatever, and you don't like that number and you want to re-roll it, you say, I'm using my inspiration, and you'll get to re-roll that d20. Now, it's different than the Bard's inspiration. The Bard's inspiration, that die is used to add to whatever you roll. All right, this would replace what you roll. But the thing is, whatever the new number is, that's what you have to stick with. All right, so everybody, go ahead and mark that there. And you can only have one inspiration at a time. So, if you can hold on to it forever, some DMs force you to use it in the next session. I don't do that. All right, so just hold on to it. But the thing is, you can't ever get a new one until that one's gone. Okay? So, and some people also allow inspiration to be used for somebody else's role. So I'll be okay with that. So, like, let's say if somebody's making death saves and they fail, I'm okay with you using your inspiration so they can re-roll. So it's up to you. You can use that however you like, but it's to replace any d20. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope everybody has.
Can I get just?
Yeah, go ahead.
5 seconds. I can't click on it. I can't. It doesn't seem to activate for me.
Click the box, not
the word.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Everybody else was able to do it?
Yep. Worked for me.
All right, let's see.
Anyway, I'll figure it out with Eric during the week. He'll help me out.
It's marked. I'm seeing it. It shows that it's
It
marked.
is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just might need to reboot or whatever. But
oh, okay.
Yeah, no
cool.
worries. So, all right.
Thank you.
No worries. My pleasure. So, yeah, good game, everybody. Hope everybody enjoys your week, and we will see you all next Saturday.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys. It was a great time.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
See you next week, and thank you.